first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Sprint 2 with a great start from the front runners at the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field in behind. Another old lead through 1 already. Davison and Felipe wanted to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Allen. And the road was fighting at the front all evening as well. Phase there, Katakazinas.
Yes, he did.
Labouring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 70 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. They're not going to stop. Shane Rackley fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway. James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stone Street on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dogs and Warboys being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stone Street off the start. There's no other way to say it, Sinka. I think it was Tim Alford or Will Brown, and just absolutely Superman punched him straight into the wall on the left hand.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the penultimate round of the MOZA Racing Super Formula Lights Championships at SRW TV. Tonight, we are at the legendary Nürburgring Grand Prix with no chicane. We are looking at 18 degrees, 94% humidity, cloudy, 12-kilometre winds. We are at the full grid, 5.07 kilometres. This is going to be an absolute pearler out there tonight. And let's have a quick look at the ladder of where everyone is and where it's all going to be and what's going to happen. As we check the boys out, here we go. That red line is the key for the penultimate round. We've got 2 rounds tonight and 1 more to go. And that is where we are for the open wheel national cutoffs. Tonight we have got in the top spot for the pros, Ryan Cox from Tatum Res Tech, sitting on 1,042 points. He's got Jamie Davis, Mr. Consistency from Project 36, in second place, 124 points adrift. And Dougie Gowans from Full Throttle Racing got himself 156 points behind him. This is going to be a cracker. We are followed by Geordie Slater. Then in 5th place, Greg Cook. He is 5th outright, and the young fella has got himself the Pro-Am title by the scruff of the neck. He's sitting on 778 points. Closest Pro-Am is sitting on 671. So he's got himself a stellar lead with 2 rounds to go. But you know what? Anything is possible. Let's work our way down the list. We've got Thomas Sonny Cena from SLM Academy in 7th. So we miss Cole Ridley in 6th from SLM. Then we've got Greg Barber, One Performance Racing in 8th place. In 9th place, Jed Van Ermert from Full Attack Racing Team. In 10th place, Nicholas Martin from Get a Grip. In 11th, the second place Pro-Am, Timothy Schmellenberg from JWM Sim Sports. In 12th place, Pro Jason Depp from SLM Academy. And in 13th, right on the cusp, Brandon Levin from Team SRW Motorsports. The fighting positions there are the position of Jason Depp, Thomas Schmellenberg, Matt Tesario, Nathan Varney. These are boys that are going to be fighting for the final spot in the Australian Open Wheel Nationals. It's going to be an absolute pearl. In 16th place, we've got Mitchy Noble from Sim Brotherhood. 17th, Chris Thomas from LCR Esports. 18th, Nick Schmellenberg from JWM Sports. In 19th place, Andrew Martin from Get a Grip. In 20th, Callum Rosenader, SLM Academy. 21st, Cam Hardwick from SLM Academy. 22nd, Dean Sinkovich from Team SRW Motorsports. 23rd, Marcus Watson. And 24th, Lachlan J. In 25th place, Kevin Wakefield of LCR Esports. 26th, Ray Oliver for SLM Motorsports. 27th place, Alex Azekas, Murray Performance Racing. In 25th, Stevie Daniels from LCR. In 29th, Andrew Proctor from SLM. And 30th place, Joshua King from Team SRW Motorsports. The final runs coming through as we got Jace Douglas in 31st from Murray Performance Racing. Callum Hodgkinson from 32nd place for OPR. Phil Leach from Rapid Theft Racing 33rd, and Brad Anderson from Team SRW Motorsports in 34th. That is the outline, and beside me tonight we're going to have the dulcet tones of Mr. Dean Biggles. How are you, Mr. Biggles? We are having a cracker tonight at the Nürburgring 2040 reverse with a 20-place reverse grid, and next week we've got the Daytona Road Course Enduro. The penultimate round tonight, ladies and gents, of the MOZA Racer Super Formula Light Championship. I'm starting to get my tongue twisted already, mate. Save me, save me, save me.
She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. Well, you can see currently at the moment here in Germany, of course, in Nuremberg, it's a very, very, very foggy. Now, we were kind of having a look at the outline of the weather conditions. At the moment, it's kind of forecasted not to be any rain, Steve, but I did see during practice they were slipping and sliding all over the place, so it's certainly going to be some tricky conditions here for the Super Formula Lights. And what a time to be tricky conditions, as you mentioned as well, to the penultimate round, pretty close in that championship up the top as well too. So kind of feels like we're heading to a finale like a Formula One. of late soon, isn't it? With
Don't
but I
push my
don't
buttons,
know.
mate. Don't push my buttons. You know my feeling of Formula One at the moment, and the conspiracies and the downright tactics of McLaren out there that playing themselves dumb. But we won't get into that tonight because we will surpass the show's extent. Maybe say that for another night. But yes, mate, it is going to be spectacular. Points all the way to the very end. And on the foggy nights in Germany, I'm not sure if this is actual world fog out there, but I'll tell you what, it looks more like a UK night than a German night.
Yeah, it does, man. A lot of drivers are eager to come out early on this one in the qualifying session, so we have practically about 2/3 of the field, as you can see on the timing tower ticker there on their out laps, just trying to get as many in there. Maybe the conditions of the track might start coming to them towards the end of the practice, qualifying, so it could be one of those lasts across the line, get the quickest times, my friend. But first of all, I always say, and I'm sure you do too, Steve, get out first, get a bank under your belt, get an idea what sort of time you've set, and then improve from that. But you don't want to have to wait till the last possible moment, like sometimes happens in Formula One, to get one lap in, because if you make a mistake, that's it, mate. You're qualifying pretty far back.
Get the banker in, get a nice clean run, and get yourself out there a bit later on and just keep working on it. The fuel level on these cars that come out is fixed. So it's a fixed setup series. So you want to be out there burning the fuel up. And as the fuel loads go down, you're going to get a bit faster as well. So you want to be out there for as long as possible and just keep coming and going for it and going for it. Because if you go back in the pits, the car refills and you don't come back out with less fuel. That's for sure.
Yes, sir. Just trying to see who's currently on a flyer at the moment. There's a few drivers out there. Ryan Cox will be the first one, actually, out there. First man in the championship. First man on track. He does have a couple of cars behind him, as you can currently see, but he's going to be the first one to set the benchmark at the moment. So let's see what the young gun can do.
He is a weapon. So, yeah, it'd be spectacular to see if he can follow his form through what he was doing in the last few weeks.
Talk us through this twisty and windy track here in Germany, my friend.
Mate, now you're putting me on the spot. Let's go. All right, the Nürburgring. So coming down the hill, getting up far as left as possible. This is a really broad corner, so you want to get into the apex as late as possible so you can get it up this hill. Go out wide, hit right, touch the inside line, keeping it off the dirt and off as much of that rough stuff on the outside because it's going to slow you down. As you're coming here, hard on the brakes, turning left, getting yourself in a great position. You've got to get this entry here without going too much of the dirt. This entry is key because you've got the long straight coming down this hill, then it coming up to the hill. So tonight, I believe, we don't have the chicane, so they'll be going straight through and the braking point, nice and tight, smashing it down, coming through there, and straight onto the straight. So this straight is a key as well. So the tight left-handing chicane that's normally there isn't there tonight. This is a fast one coming through. I think that's going to be a real pinch point where traffic is going to get congested and some incidents there because people are going to be racing into that light chicane.
Yeah, I bet you that's
going to
be, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, this bit here, if you get this corner here, especially at the start of the race, some are going to go out wide, but you've got a really hard right in here. You've got a really cool camber that can help you get around that corner and dip into it. And then you've got the second section here. It's like a double left-hander. So you've got to aim it right so you can get yourself into the corner and get ready for that back end straight. So in here, nice and tight, and get this straight because it's going to be a fight to the left-hander and then coming down to the tight two right-handers. So this is one of my favourite tracks. I reckon it's actually a track I can drive for a change, which is good to see. But I'll tell you what, Dougie Gowans is setting a light already. He's got himself up the pointy end with a 1:46.140.
Yeah, he did. It is a tricky tactical track because once again it's got those, especially as you mentioned in the final sector as well too. You got those series of high-speed corners essentially. And what happens if you make that mistake into that first of those corners, you've just basically stuffed up the rest of them. So, you got to do it again. And again, and of course, if you stuff it up too much, you go into the fence. Ryan Cox, of course, after he got his first banker lap in, wasn't that quick. In fact, it was an invalidated lap, believe it or not. So somewhere along the line, we're running on board. He must have just ventured off a little bit too much. That looked very close to venturing off a little bit too much there. But we'll see whether or not we can finally get a time. We know Dougie's form late of qualifying. He's picked it up. That's why Dougie's getting a little bit more of those race wins and certainly those podiums. Ryan Cox across the line at the moment. Will he set a competitive lap time and go to the top of the timesheets? Marcus Watson goes up first. Still, no, he's cut the chicane too much.
Yep, he hasn't counted, so he's gone to the bottom. So he's just got to get that chicane right. If he's cut it, then he's going to have a tough night because it's got a bit of a hoodoo in the back of his head. Wakefield has got himself 3 purples, four greens. He's got himself up into 8th, and here comes Nick Schmellenberg as well. Callum Rosenator all the way up to 6th place coming through. Thomasina, all greens, orange in the last. Project 36, these look like Jamie conditions. They do look like Jamie conditions. Greg Cook, the young Project 36 boy, all greens, pops himself up into 4th place. Looking good. Some of the tops, Ryan Cox, purple first sector, orange second sector. We're going to call that orange, or we're going to call that papaya?
Papaya. Oh, yeah, too soon. Ryan, at the moment, let's see where he's been making some mistakes. I think I saw all 4 wheels at some point. That's pretty close to being all 4 wheels off, but Iracing can give you a little bit more grace at the moment. Looks like
mate.
Jason,
third sector.
And Marcus Watson both showing improvements at the moment.
They're all swapping.
We'll switch over to Marcus Watson soon. If he's up the road, he's actually behind down the road currently from Ryan, who still has yet to set a competitive lap. So let's see whether or not Ryan could get it. He needs to show some improvement, at least from his first sector, being the quickest. Crosses the line this time. Once again, just get a banker in, Ryan. That's all you need. Some time on the board. Will he get a time on the board yet? No. Still none.
But Jason Depp?
Yeah.
What the hell's in the water at Jason Depp's house? A 1:45.54. Well done, Jason. He's one of my one of the guys I really like out there. I mean, I like all the boys out there, but he's an absolute gentleman. Always comes out and wants to help. Dean Sinkovich up in the 6th place. I don't know, but my cat's just run across my keyboard.
You're lucky that doesn't happen when you're racing, mate. You're lucky you're only up in the booth. That'll be a whole different ball game.
He's got emojis all over the place. Lucky it didn't go through. Everyone's starting to hit greens everywhere, but Ryan Cox is still yet to make a complete run. Timothy Schmellenberg got himself up into 13th place. Brad Hudson back after some work commitments into 11th place. Got to see Hutto out there. Cox has got himself a purple in the first sector. Jamie Davis is on a good run there, mate. I'm going to flick it to him as he comes through. I'm going to alternate between the ones we've got down the bottom of the screen between me and you. So we've always got one of them coming through. Nice, beautiful. Let's go see who's coming through. The far left is Proctor. I reckon I can find him. There he is. Proctor's coming through. He's in the last sector, coming down the final corner now, as we can see on the top screen. We've got Ryan Cox coming through the final bit. Let's see if he can get himself a banker through there. He's got a purple first sector, 3 green, 3 papayas, and he's got himself...
He got it, but Marcus Watson just took him.
Mate,
and Dougie's looking quick too.
Green or papayas, he got himself at the pointy end. Wow.
Wow, and that's his first actual counted lap there. Dougie goes to P3 now. So look at that, my friend. How's that? You got
very, very tough fighting
of a second separating the top.
Here comes Martin down the bottom screen. Martin's coming through. Is he going to get himself up? 10th place. Nick's shown a lot of pace of late, doing some great work. You've got Noble. I'll get Dean. Dean's coming down, and he's got himself... Where was he? He was in 5th at one place. In 9th place for Dean. Wow. We're seeing some times come up there. Thomasina, Mellenberg, they're all coming fast and furious. Everyone's out on track going for it. And looks like Dean's thought he'd just stop it on camera down the bottom there just so we can all see what the car looks like. So,
that's the tricky corner. That's going to start catching people off. That's when you need your fold-up chain and get the popcorn.
Hudson all green as well there. So a few people are starting to get their personal best. We're starting to see the fuel loads drop as well for everyone that's been out on track and stayed out on track. So we'll start to see the time start to drop. Ryan Cox has got himself up to second place. Marcus Watson in first place, 1:45.230. Dougie Gowans is only what? Look at this. Ryan Cox, 2 100s. Is that 100s or 1000s? 2 1000s.
Yes.
Yeah, and then Dougie Gowans one 1000 behind him. So the times are very close. 3 1000s in the top three. Where would you think that?
I know. Yeah. It's crazy, and you go down to Jed, who's about 1/10 off the pace of the rest of the field, and then it's pretty close behind. So let's see whether or not Jed can get himself up there as Marcus Watson improves. Now,
Dougie Gowans on a purple.
Dougie. He Dougie to the top.
Is he coming? Oh, Gowans. How are these boys doing it? One purple, all rest papayas and one green, and he's still got himself at the top of the 1:45.202. Oh, my God, 2 1000s.
It's consistency.
This is crazy.
Yep.
This is crazy. We have got 1 second down to 6 at the moment, but the top 5 are only 3/10 apart. Top 5, 3/10 apart. That is spectacular. Times are really starting to get. Cole Ridley's on a flyer there. He's going for it as well.
P6 to Kyle.
Yeah, he just popped up as I was about to select him as he crossed across the line. There's going Greg Cook, Timothy Schmellenberg on a flyer as well. As he crosses the line. How's he going to go? Oh, Watson.
Yep.
First 2 sectors, purple on fire. He wants that spot back. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot on the line tonight. We're looking at not just championship points for the Pro and the AMs, but also the cutoff for the Australian Open Wheel Nationals. Next week, we'll have the track selection and have that available for you all to have a look at it. Cookie in P6, yes, he's having a cracker. Jamie Davis has jumped up to P8 at the moment. Watson, 2 purple sectors. Let's see how he's going to travel. He's on the top screen at the moment, coming through. Dougie Gowans, 3rd sector purple, 4th sector green. Here comes Watson as he's coming across the line to complete his run. Where's he going to come out? He goes to the top of the 1:45.021. Here comes Dougie Gowans. He's coming across the line as we go to the 12-minute mark. And will he improve? He has improved, but not enough to make an impact. 7 1000s behind with a 1:45.099. This will be a cutoff tonight, 2040. So they'll hit the 15-minute mark, and it'll go boom chakalaka. No more running.
Boom chakalaka. Remember that song? Mitchie goes up ahead there of Jamie Davis. This is interesting now because they've got now 2 tenths on Ryan. 2 tenths who's just pulled off the side of the road at the moment. He's gone back into pit. Hey, you're supposed to drive in pit lane. This is a simulator. You can't just hit the magic escape button. You know, Dougie now only one on track. Marcus has boxed. Ryan's boxed. Mitch is boxed. Matt's boxed because now there's not really enough time left to get a lap in unless you're really going to commit to it. So Dougie now.
Gowans is on track for another one,
74 thousandths of a second off Marcus Watson. So what can he do to get the old dog on the top of the timing tower, my friend? Because at least he's in the front row. That's where you want to be, of course, starting the race. But of course, you want that bragging rights of having the ultimately be the quickest man around here during qualifying.
Going to be the last one to be able to set it. He's got purple in the 3rd sector, so that's a good sign. Let's see how he comes across. You've got him on the bottom camera. Jamie Davis has just concluded his lap. He hasn't improved. He still stays in 9th. Gowans, Nicky Martin's got himself 2 greens now. Papaya. Oh, Gowans with a green as well. Could this be a late charge by Mr. With the purple and the green and the other 2 sections matched? Has he gone off the track too wide there? As he comes across the line, is he going to be able to do it?
He's got it.
Yes, he does it.
44.
By 8 1,000, 1:44.949. Dougie Gowans, take a bow. Cracking bit of work there by Mr. Gowans. He has got himself in a fantastic position as the axe is about to fall. We've got Ridley coming around the corner on a flyer as well. Callum Rosenator still on a flyer. Callum Rosenator is just coming across the line now. Where's he going to go? Has he improved? No, he's staying where he is.
Thomas improved, I think. Well,
Thomas Cena's popped up into ninth place. So great bit of work there.
No time.
Ridley's coming across the line, just about to finish, and there goes the axe. That is done. Woo!
There's Mike Castle.
Doug Gowan's on fire.
There's Mike
Where
Castle.
the hell did that come from?
Right. Well, this is what we spoke to Dougie about it. His qualifying performance had been letting him down earlier in the season. As soon as he stepped that game up there, and all of a sudden, Dougie doesn't have to do so much fighting through the field there. He just has to kind of control the race. So he's stunning grid.
Great bit of work there. Great bit of work. Looks like the points are going to be fought all the way to the very end for the season with the penultimate round tonight. We are at round 8 of the Nürburgring Grand Prix ring with no chicane, which is going to be a spectacle as the boys start bunching up through there for the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship. On the front row tonight, we've got Dougie Gowan from FTR SLM Motorsports beside Marcus Watson from Team SW Motorsports. In the second row, Ryan Cox from Tatum Res Tech beside Jason Depp from Velocity Racing Team. In the third row, Jed Van Ermert for, not sure what his team's called, but Greg Cook from Project 36. The young fella is leading the Pro-Ams in that position. Kyle Ridley from SLM Academy, SLM Motorsports in the fourth row beside Mitchy Noble from SRB. In the fifth row, we've got Thomas Sonny Cena from SLM Academy beside the old Fox, Jamie Davis from Project 36. Nathan Barney from the Pace Syndicate is in row 6 beside Matt Tesario from the SLM Academy. We're looking at the row 18, Sinka from Team SRW Motorsports beside Nick Martin. Get a grip. In the ninth row, we have got Timothy Schmellenberg from JWM Team Sports beside Andrew Martin of Get a Grip. Kev Wakefield from LCR Esports is in the 10th row with Nick Schmellenberg from JWM Sim Sports on his right. Chris Tomlin in the 11th row from LCR Esports with Andrew Proctor from SLM Academy beside him. Tonight we have Joshua Horton as the race steward, and Greg Barber as the race director. We are going to have an absolute cracker here, ladies and gents, and we are not far from going. We're about 45 seconds to go for the penultimate round. Second camera is on Nathan Varney in the middle of the field. Oh, getting nervous, mate. Goosebumps are rising. We're getting ready to run.
Get bad
waiting for a few people
on
to
the
enter.
rise. What's that song?
Yeah. Ryan Cox, Jason Depp still ready to load. Mitchy Noble, Tesario, Hudson, Martin, and Martin. Waiting for these lads to come in. If you've got someone out there you're watching, let us know. Get the live chat pumping. David Lawler, let's go. Project 36. They're rounding about each other at the moment. Greg Cook in 6th, Jamie Davis in 10th. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to hit the clock. The lights will start going. I can just hear the engines revving as we approach the penultimate round of the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championships. The lights will go.
Green flag, green flag.
We are green as the boys all take off beautifully. We've got Dougie Gowans leading them out, and straight away Marcus Watson trying to take on that line from him. He's got the inside line. We've got contact. Both of them tangled up together. They've got contact coming through. Oh, Marcus Watson's moved as well. Maybe he might get a rejoin. Black and white through that, but he's off and running. Jason Depp has got himself round the corner, and same as Ryan Cox, followed by Kyle Ridley, Jed Van Ermert, and Mitchy Noble.
Got a big
Greg
accident
Cook,
too.
Jamie Davis, and Thomas Cena. There's still a caution there. There's been more contacts coming through
as well
from Dougie. No, Dougie again, maybe trying to get back through the pack, but we've got Nathan Varney. Oh, that was a bit of a messy start coming from there. Looks like two of the Project boys, Kevin Wakefield and Martin, tangled up as well in there. But you can see the bottom line. They're going side by side, boxed in there. We've got, who's that? That is, I can't quite see who that is that we got on screen on the moment, mate. Who is it?
This is at the moment. This is Jed and Jamie Davis.
Yeah,
Well, too.
yeah.
Jamie Davis made his way up 4 places, but He had to fight this one back again because Jed just managed to regain it, but Jed's down one place from where he started this race. So that's the situation. Jason in the lead at the moment. So 2 Top Guns out on this one. Not out, but at least put to the back there at the moment there of Marcus Watson and Dougie. They must have got together.
A bit later on, but definitely a bit messy through the boys through there. But we can still see them all fighting through. Ridley's off track as well now by the look of it in the back somewhere. But Jason Depp's leading them out, followed by Ryan Cox. Greg Cook is just past Mitch Noble in that back quarter. You can see him overlapping right now. Mitchy Noble's got the pressure there from Jed Van Ermert. And then Jamie Davis looks like Cook's taking the inside line, trying to see how he can go. Jason Depp's got the inside line on the outside. Ryan Cox has gone wide to avoid contact. Tricky part of the track. Is he going to back it under him? He has got in and under him. Double left-hander here as they come through. See who can get the nicer, cleaner line coming through. But also, at the same time, in the bottom screen, we can see Greg Cook past Jed Van Ermert. And you might notice that Jed Van Ermert is sporting a new livery at the moment. He has been signed by Vermilion themselves.
Oh, a little too deep in the corner there from Jason.
Took one for the team there. He backed out and slammed the brakes on to avoid contact with Ryan Cox there. The gentleman that he is, he's put his own race out, avoiding contact with the driver in front of him. Unfortunately for brain just went flat, mate. Jason Depp.
Jason, yeah.
Luckily enough, he's got a 2040, so he'll be able to get himself back up the pointy end. And with the number of cars on tonight, the 20 place reverse, it's going to be spectacular.
Up on the inside there, on the original 10 to the outside, of course, we're going to switch over at the moment there. Mitch Noble's trying to hold him off. Nobly doing nobly things at the moment, so fantastic. Look at this for them. It's big thumbs up out there, I'd have to say, for the Project 36s, because you've got Greg Cook now, who in P3, he's battling it out with Jed. Him. Yep, and then, of course, now you've got Jamie Davis.
Davis has got he's got the faster line out there. He's going to be able to hold Mitch Noble out on the inside. Ooh. Looks like he's going to be able to put the pressure on. He's got Thomas Cena chasing him down. Cena's going to tuck in with Varney following him through. Is he just tucked in under Varney? He has the absolute draft coming down the main straight. Is weapon fast. Have a look how much Cena just picked up then coming in behind Jamie Davis. Jamie Davis is going to get him under brakes. Is Cena being able to hold him out wide? He's left a lot of space. He's used the camber on the inside run. He's dived across that nicely. Jamie Davis has got the inside line on his double left-hander. How's he going to position his car? Where's Cena going to go? Davis is taking the inside line. Under brakes is where you want to be right there, so you can open up the corner for the faster bit. You can see the pace that Jamie got out because the corner was opened up, whereas Cena had to come through an acute angle. Here we go, under brakes through these next two sections. Brakes are really important. We're going down the hill to a tight right-hander. Try to get the inside curb, get a slight touch on the outside curb, not too far, and get the pace down the hill. Then we've got the big sweeping right-hander after this little sweep section as well, which is tough. There's an inside camber here as well. Get in there, nice and tight. Get the foot planted nice and early, and out they go. Callum Rosenator putting pressure on them as well. He's got Jamie Davis in front of them, Mitchy Noble there as well. What a cracker bit of race. Let's have a look at this chicane. We haven't had this part of the track so far without the boys going for it. I'm going to put the bottom here of the roll bar so you can see it coming through. That's Brad Hudson driving his JWM vehicle. As you can see, coming through the bottom.
On the track as well, too. 147.13 in traffic. Impressive there for the minutes. Third at the moment with the Pro-Ams, as he wants to get up the road there and he wants to catch Greg Cook, who's leading in the Pro-Ams. Ryan's gone. Whoa! Somebody's gone off the track there. Who was that?
It is Marcus Watson.
Marcus Watson.
No, he's back on. No, he's off.
It's Thomas.
Off.
It was Thomas.
Thomas Cena's in the pits.
Thomas Cena, yeah. He's gone on the pit road, so something happened
pits.
there. Yeah, up the late send there for Jamie Davis up on the inside. Spot on the apex. And that tight hairpin that you have here, my friend.
Yeah, they're doing a cracking little job there. Thomas Cena, Nick Schmellenberg, Thomas Schmellenberg, Andrew Martin having a bit of a go there. Martin and Thomas Schmellenberg having a race in the bottom screen. Jamie Davis and Jed Van Ermert. Cook.
Yeah.
Cook is on fire tonight.
Absolutely.
Where is this pace coming from?
He's cooking up a storm. Greg Cook, my friend.
Oh, he is, mate. He is. Gowans, guns out Gowans. He's just set the fastest lap of the track with a 1:45.576. I'm just wondering if Phil Vella's continued his training with him and giving him all the props that he can.
Yeah, another fan club out there from David Lawler as well too, saying let's go Project 36, which are fantastic at the moment. 6 up there for Jamie Davis, 4 up for Greg Cook. Remember, Greg Cook's way out of his class at the moment driving with those, but he's still battling it out with Jed. Jed's not giving it up to him at the moment. A little bit of a blinking happening at the moment. Greg Cook's had to give that position back, but Jamie Davis is coming thick and fast behind him. Were there going to be any team orders there from Greg Cook could say Jamie Davis, who is in the same class as Jed up the road, to say, all right, you go get him, and you can help me defend against Nathan Verney or Rosenator. That's what he is battling out, more so Cook in class letters. He wants to make sure.
Lots to fight for tonight because reverse top 20 as well, don't forget. So it's going to be interesting. Bottom screen, we see Andrew Martin and Schmellenberg. You got Kevin Wakefield catching up to them as well, as they're going for that in the back end of the field. Dean Sikwick following them about 5 seconds away. I heard him call something in earlier. Look at the pace with Jamie Davis coming down the straight. Papaya rules. Now, papaya rules means we diplomatically screw and don't go in the pits, just so that the points advantage goes to the team leader.
They did it for both of them.
Yeah, I know, but it was the situation was very simple. If they didn't do it for both of them, Norris would have been impacted. If in their brains, it would have been impacted. It was the less risky move to keep Norris in the championship game and not give Piastri the lead of the race.
It is unfair. I think it should have been. It should always be a driver's call to say what you want to do for
100%.
For tyres. If the driver said I want to take a 1 stop, you can take a 1 stop. If you want to take a 2 stop, you take a 2 stop. Yeah, but anyway.
Well, the 2 stop was always in the cards. It was 25 laps max on those tyres by Pirelli, but we won't get into that politics side of things because at the moment Jamie Davis is going for Greg Cook. He's given a bit of a let's say a baptism of how to race at the pointy end, because this has been the first time we see Cook up the pointy end, as we see Ryan Cox hit a 1:45.440 in the last lap. We are into the last 11 minutes of this race because we're followed by the reverse 20 in the 40 minute, so no pit stops all the way through.
Yeah, I like this at the moment. I don't think it's an absolute order from Greg Cook to move over or anything like that. I think it's just race on. And he's certainly proven that he has the pace here during his qualifying and his racecraft. So I think it's just up to if Jamie wants to pass him. Jamie has to do it on track legitimately, just like you're racing an opposite teammate, or not even a teammate, as you can see. There it is. So bird's eye view from Jamie's going to watch whether Greg Cook's going to commit to it down the inside there and get the exit he has. Of course, he will scrub off a little bit of speed, but holds the racing line to keep Jed behind him at this point. Jed runs a little bit wide out there. He'll have to lift off a little bit. And now, poor Jed is in the middle of a Project 36 sandwich.
He is in a Project 36 sandwich. Almost like a... don't worry, I won't go where I was going to go. I just changed my mind.
PG-13, PG. This is a PG.
Sometimes you just need to bite your tongue, Steve.
Yes, exactly.
But the pace out of Mr. Cook, young Cook tonight, is spectacular. Going really well. And look at the power of Jamie Davis. The draft coming down the back straight. He's taking it.
Oh, it's contact.
Oh, what was that move
wow,
there?
Look at Mitch Noble sticks on through. So let's take advantage of that.
He did. He took advantage of the situation. I'm not sure what happened to Van Ermert there. Did he lose traction? Did he move under brakes? What was that?
Oh, I think that Jamie was looking for something that might not have been there. A little too eager. Look
how wide Mitch has pushed that car out. He's got him back in. I'm not sure if that move from Jed is going to be allowed. He's gained that permission by staying out and going off track just then. He might have to readdress that if Mitch Noble has the brains to call that in.
Yeah, I think he's might be lifting there at the moment to allow Mitch. Yeah, he will. So
he has. He's readdressed by the look of it.
Readdressed it. I think
that was definitely
Mitch fair because Mitch got past both of them when they tangled a little bit. So fair play to give that position to Mitch, who was the right place, right time.
Have a look at that tangle when we get a chance, man. I'd like to see what it was. Was there a bit of contact there from Jamie behind, or was it just Van Ermert just changing directions rapidly? Hudson and Proctor on the bottom.
They're still going at the moment, so we're not going to get a chance to go to the replay. Because now Jed has an opportunity to fight it back now that he readdressed and gave the position back. He can try to retake it. All fair play.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
That's
Jamie Davis has
off.
gone round.
Yep.
He's gone round. Was there contact there with Verney? I'm not sure if there was or not, but all we saw was the dust and the pink livery rotating all the way around. On the bottom screen, we've got Hudson and Proctor going for it as well. Hudson and Proctor taking the averting line. Looks like Mitchie Noble's back in front of Jed Van Ermen in his new Vermilion outfit that he's wearing for tonight. But Ryan Cox has just set another fastest lap with a 1:45.233. So he is on fire. Here's the replay, folks. Was there contact from behind?
He went out wide, and then he came back.
Wide,
so
yep.
scrub speed. Jamie's coming at a hurler pace. And then at this point, coming down to this corner, I think Jamie just sees an opportunity, if gap car, in a second. And I think that was actually the case. I don't think that Ocean was the case. I think it was a little bit further up.
Let's see what's going on here. So they're going toe-to-toe. Cook's in front. He goes out wide, touches the dirt. This is the bit coming up here, I think.
Yeah, I think this is when Jamie goes for it. So he'll send it down the inside here.
Jamie's on the inside.
Oh, that looks so much like a bit of neck code there.
What was that?
It looked like because he was already moving the rear end before the nose, and then there's the contact.
You know what? No one's called that in, but that was a really weird move then. Yeah, I don't know. Let's call it racing as it is. But down the bottom screen, we're on fire down there. We've got Brad Hudson, Thomasina, and Doug Gowans going for it. At the moment, we've got Hudson on the inside line. Hudson on the outside. They're going around the outside of Martin. Oh, no, he's backed off. Hudson's backed off. He's let Dougie through. So they fight. Oh, no. Proctor and Gowans got contact coming through. Dougie Gowans has come through some contact on Proctor, but Hudson, the smart boy, backed right off. And now Hudson's on the back of Cena and chasing down Dougie again. Whoa, Hudson's playing a smart game there. He's like, I'm not getting involved in this. And see how it goes. Cena's pulled away. I'm not sure what Gowans is thinking at the moment, but maybe he's got some damage of his own because he's lost that place to Cena very quickly.
Yeah, Proctor unfortunately has to go in as well too. So if another card that's gone in with on the damage clock, because you can keep an eye on that battle. I just wanted to have a look at Jamie Davis's off track in the replay screen there for a second too while we get a chance. We have to kind of show these replays now because once the session progresses, they just lost it on his own, went a little bit too wide.
On his own, he's just overcooked the wheels.
And then this is the Proctor incident, unfortunately, that you kind of saw live there. They got, this is the end of it at that point. But we'll go back to the contact, I think, that they had. And just a little bang there, and you get turned in the rear.
Did he come across, I couldn't quite tell if he come across Doug or what the situation was there.
Look from the chopper cam.
Yeah. It from the brief view that we had, it looks like he...
I
don't know. That's going to be too hard to call that one. I'm going to leave that for downstairs. Dougie's gone on the inside. He had an overlap, but did Dougie run into him or did he come across Dougie? I'm not sure. Also, the passing car needs to make the clean pass. So there's a few factors in there that the boys have a look at. They've got Mitchie Noble going under brakes, coming past. Van Ermen. These boys have been battling it on for young and old. Mitchie has found himself some new pace in the SRB car. Van Ermen is doing a lot of off-track movement there. I'm surprised that Mitch hasn't called it in at any point because he's maintaining. Look, he's going to be hurting himself because he's going to be getting off. Marcus Watson. He's got himself a meatball. So I'm not sure what he's done to himself, but it is pretty cooked down there. Let's see. He's limping back. He's gone past the pit entrance, so we'll see where he ends up. But yeah, tough battles there with Mitchie Noble and Van Ermen. Van Ermen is he must be up there in the off-track points because he's taken a lot of off-tracks to maintain pace.
Yeah, you're right. I don't see anything on our messages that pops up regarding any incidents that happened.
I haven't even heard any incidents called. I'm just wondering whether the mics have been enabled downstairs. Because it's very quiet.
Yeah. Not for Ryan.
Yeah.
Because there's Ryan, and he's like, where is everybody? 10 seconds up the road. I mean, he's not even...
Yeah,
he's not even going to see a lap car yet. This is the problem sometimes with a driver. You sit there and go, oh, by the way, Ryan, the session has already advanced. You're out there by yourself. What?
That's Mitchie Noble off track.
Oh, yep. There's Mitchie. So that great battle that he was having with Jed has ended, unfortunately.
Anyway, Mitchie Noble has got to drive through for an incident on lap 1.
Well,
So Mitchy Noble, it looks like he might need a tow as well. That car looks like
he's
it
off
might
track,
be cooked.
mate, so he
Or
ain't doing any drive-through at the moment.
is he maybe got himself some PC issues? Let's have a look. He's come through there.
Oh, no, he's lost it. Completely
No, he's
lost
just lost it on his own.
Yeah.
Lost it on his own. He's just come in too hard
That's
and
Mitchy
banged
doing
the front.
Mitchy Noble things, apparently. Sorry, Mitch. Looks like
Mitchy Noble's mic is not coming through.
Depp has crashed as well, I think.
All right, so he's just requested a tow.
So, Jason, unfortunately, 5 places down. This is going to be an off-track spin. There it is. Almost very lucky not to collect the little pit lane entrance.
That would have been very messy for him at the moment.
I saw this a lot during practice as well.
Yeah.
Mate,
Do you reckon it's because of the cold temperature out on the track? At the
Well, yeah,
moment
and they're
as well?
traveling at super high speed coming out of it too, because you want to nail that sector perfectly, because it gives you that run down the start-finish line and so forth. So, you you don't want to scrub too much speed. That's basically going to put you at least 30 seconds down on that lap if you get that wrong.
Tell you what, Greg Cook is doing a stellar job out there, but Ryan Cox, he is like lapping about 5/10 faster than anyone at the moment. He's on absolute fire. Dougie Gowans is the only one doing the same sort of pace as him, but he's just too far behind with the incidents that he's had.
I'm
but
going
he's
to go
got
back and have a look at the start of that race
right.
while we have actually a breather in the race, believe it or not, there, Steve. So we'll go back and have a look initially at.
I'll take it to the live footage down the bottom.
Yeah. This is the very start of the race. So we'll see what happened here with Marcus Watson and Dougie. There they are, side by side. Remember, 2 started on there. Contact into turn 1. So Marcus goes around. Dougie tries to continue on. They're connected at the moment. They're hooked up.
Yeah, they did the same thing last week. They connected as well.
Yeah.
See, Watson's tried to move there and he's hit one of the JWM cars, so he might get a penalty for that as well. I'm not sure. He's trying to move instead of holding his brakes and trying to separate himself. So Dougie's got the corner.
Oh, he's turned in.
He's turned to Dougie.
turned into him. Marcus was.
No, Dougie's on the outside, isn't he?
Yeah, Dougie's on the outside. So
Dougie's turned into him then. Yeah, okay.
Marcus was still going into the corner at that point. So
that could be on Dougie, that one. Yeah, so we'll see what the boys say downstairs, because there's all sorts of things that we don't get to see from here. Yeah, but it also looked like that car from that perspective, it looked like that car on the inside turned out. So different angles are showing different things, and
that's right.
he's definitely got to get something there, because from that angle then it looked like Marcus actually turned to the left into him. So we'll see what the boys say downstairs. Different
That's
angles,
a late
different
scene,
things.
I'd say, from
Look
Timothy.
at this! Oh, 3 wide. Oh, lucky. Oh, a bit of a Constantino. Dean copped a bit of that as well.
I don't think he had the spot, mate. I
into
don't
each
think
other
he had
too.
it at that point. You have a look here.
Yep.
I mean, you see how far back he is, and then goes,
We're
you
up
know
to the
what,
final
I'm going to
lap,
go for it. And you can't, mate. I don't think he would have made it stick. That's probably, I'd say.
Was there a white flag? I can't see it.
We'll have a look now, mate.
Can't see it.
Oh, Jet's got a black flag. So
Jet Van Emmett.
Yeah.
They must have got a penalty. Or you know what that is? That is off-track
points?
limits.
Incident points, yeah.
Off-track incident points, yeah. I think this is the final lap. It has to be, because we're at the timer of 9:50:20. Here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching Ryan Cox having an absolute spectacular run of pace out there with a 1:45.233. Dougie Gowan's the only other one out there matching his pace at the moment. Even Marcus Watson has not been down that low, but he is coming through the bottom back part. A few more corners to go, the back straight, and he will be taking Heat 1 of tonight's MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship as he's coming up the hill, holding it nice and tight to the right. He's going to open up this corner on the right-hand side. Here he goes, taking it all the way as much as possible, heading close to that apex. Now opening it up so he can get a nice fast run in through, hit the late apex across that, and up the hill he goes as he comes down this section into the loose chicane, what we're going to call today, because it's not really a chicane. And the pace they come through as Marcus Watson comes through at stellar pace, comes around the final corner, for Heat 1 of the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light penultimate round as Ryan Cox takes the win by a considerable amount of time, 7.18 seconds across the line. In second place, the young guppy out there, Greg Cook, the Pro-Am, has come across the line from Project 36 at second place. Nathan Verney's got himself up on the podium. We haven't seen Nathan Verney up at the pointy end for a while now from Pace Syndicate. In fourth place, Callum Rosenator comes across the line, followed by Jed Van Irma. He's in the pits. Nicky Martin in the fifth. Jamie Davis has got himself up to seventh, followed by Matt Tazario and Jason Depp follow himself across. Kyle Ridley comes around the final corner to get himself across the line for 10th place, followed by Thomas Cena, Brad Hudson and Doug Gowans, all in close proximity of each other. Whoa, that is a stellar run out there by Cox, but he finds himself now in 20th place and 40 minutes to get himself up to the podium steps. That's going to be a challenge and a half because the reverse top 20 is going to be absolutely spectacular. Guess who is going to be on the pole? Chris Tomlin, Mitch Noble on the front row.
Ooh.
Marcus Watson, Andrew Proctor on the second row. Then we got Timothy Schmellenberg, Dean Sinkovic on the third row. Kev Wakefield, Andrew Martin, fourth row. Nick Schmellenberg, Dougie Gowans on the fifth row. A lot of work for Ryan Cox to catch these boys when they're going to be at the pointy end of that race. Woof.
If anybody can do it, the man of Ryan can.
Oh, hang on.
What's up, sir?
I just heard Race Control say it's a 2020, but it's not. It's scheduled for a 2040. Yeah. So I think he's got himself confused. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty.
One results, my friend, not P2. Here we go.
Yeah. Here it is, ladies and gents. The row as they finish, the drivers as they finish for Heat 1 of the penultimate round of the MOZA Racing Super Formula Championship. Round 8, the Nürburgring Grand Prix with no chicane. There is chicane, but not really a chicane. Ryan Cox in first place takes it out by a convincing 7.257 seconds behind Greg Cook, the Project 36 Pro-Am. Have a look at these blue dots at the top. They are Pro-Am drivers taking up the majority of the top four. Greg Cook in second place. Nathan Verney, Pace Syndicate in third. Callum Rosenator from SFL Academy in fourth. Nicky Martin get a grip fifth. Jamie Davis, Project 36, sixth place. Matt Tazario from SLM Academy in seventh. Jason Depp from Velocity Racing in eighth. Kyle Ridley from SLM Motorsports in ninth. Thomas Cena in 10th. And then you got Brad Hudson, Dougie Gowan, Jed Ermit, Nick Schmellenberg, Andrew Martin, Kev Wakefield, Dean Sinkovic, Tim Schmellenberg, Andrew Proctor, and Marcus Watson coming through there. I think there'll be a couple more drivers.
Yes,
there'll be Chris Tomlin and Andrew. Where was I? Chris Tomlin. Yeah, he was the last one across the line. Anyway, there's a bit of chatter going on in there. I'm not sure what it was, whether it was discussions about. Okay, here we go.
Steve's running down to talk to Ted.
Here we go.
In pit lane, find out what's going on. What's happening down there, Steve?
Here we go. Oh, okay. So Mitchy Noble's made some despairing comments on the comms. Oh, he has got himself in big trouble. On comms, I'm not sure what was said, but it alluded to that Josh was giving favouritism to Jed Van Ermit on comms in front of everyone. So there's a bit of disparity going on there. So yeah, so they're having a bit of a chat in there. But anyway, let's get to the pressing matters at the moment. Here we go. All right, I'm going to turn this down because I can't hear it. I don't want to hear it. They're having a bit of chin wag down the bottom. As in real world racing, like we saw at the V8 Supercars, there's always a chitter-chatter going on here and there. There's always things that will go on and people will think they were hard done by when they are in the race mode. Once you're in race mode, it's always difficult to tell what's going on. Yeah, always advise drivers, watch it back and take a chill and then come back and have a bit of a conversation about it. But, ladies and gentlemen, Nürburgring 2040 reverse 20 and next week Daytona Road Course, 1 hour enduro. It's going to be a spectacular finish to the series with lots of points up for grabs, mate. Mate, what was your thoughts of that first part? That was just spectacular racing all the way through. Ryan Cox is pretty much got a finish in the top 3 at the moment to take that home. Jamie Davis out of those ones. Dougie Gowan's finished further down the field. Jamie Davis finished in, was it 5th or 6th? Something, no, in the top 10. So it's going to be some critical points there by Davis. I think he's going to be able to hold on to his second place. And I think Gowans will just hold on to that other place. Greg Cook is got a fair bit to catch up there.
Right, Ryan was in the right place. I mean, he's qualifying. He didn't get up on the pole there, but those two drivers, as Dougie and you mentioned there, as well as the great qualifying performance of Marcus Watson, they, by getting into each other, they're basically just going, here, Ryan, here, just, here, have some more points in this championship, so it makes it more difficult for us. I know it's a racing, isn't it? It's a little unfortunate, but it just makes it more difficult for that uphill climb for Dougie there to try to do anything about it. Even more uphill because even you've also got to imagine what if I'd have to say Jamie Davis potentially could have had a podium if he didn't have that little bit of a spin, but he still managed to finish that race, I think, in 6th or something like that anyway, 5th or 6th. So, he had to fight his way back into that. Now it's once again, Ryan's just at the right place at the right time, gets it done, and that's the reason why that man's leading the championship. But he's got a bit of uphill battle to do right now because he's going to be starting in P20 for now, reverse grid.
Very, very much. He's got the biggest job out of all the top runners at the moment. It's going to be interesting to see how he takes it through. But here we have, ladies and gentlemen, the lineup for the Heat 2 of the penultimate round of the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship at Nürburgring. We've got Marcus Watson on the front row with Andrew Proctor. In the second row, we've got Tim Schmellenberg with Dean Sinkovich in the second row. In the third row, Kevin Wakefield with Andrew Martin. In the fourth row, Nick Schmellenberg and Jed Van Herman. In the fifth row, Dougie Gowans and Brad Hudson. In the sixth row, Thomasina and Kyle Ridley as they are lining up and starting to populate the grid spaces. Then we have Jason Depp and Matt Desaria in the seventh row. In the eighth row, Jamie Davis and Nick Martin. In the ninth row, Callum Rosenader and Nathan Varney. In the 10th row, Greg Cook and Ryan Cox. Tomlin has got himself down the back end as he finished, but a big battle. Let's watch to see how Cox gets himself all the way through. And Jamie Davis is also in a hot spot as well, 15 places to get up.
Now, what's going to be interesting, of course, too, there, Steve. I know you're probably listening to a bit of radio chatter and stuff like that.
No, I turned it off, mate. Turned it off. It was getting too distracting. We are not.
Is Mitch doing Mitch things again, says the Iceman? Well, he kind of did. Mitch also did some fantastic racing as well, too, but unfortunately just ended up with himself into the fence. Now, let's see. Greg Cook, of course, hats off to him, as mentioned, second place to the chef. He did a solid job. I mean, remember, his qualifying performances was outstanding as well too, and his race pace showed that, and the man got himself a podium there, so keep an eye on him as well too. But let's see if Greg Cook and Ryan Cox can fight their way back up through the field here. But Marcus Watson, of course, showed his pace on qualifying by putting it on the front row. Now he's in the front row in this reverse grid. Can he just drive away with this? He's got basically 6 cars behind him that are on the Pro-Am class.
Ladies and gentlemen, the MOZA Racing
Green out, green flag, green flag.
Race is go, go, go. Top screen is going. Marcus Watson has got himself in a position where he has all the other pros down the back of the field with his incident in the first one. And he's already taken it through. As you can see, 4-5 wide, all on the brakes coming through. Wakefield and Sinkovich touching as they come through. Wakefield's got himself clear. And then we've got Timothy Schmellenberg and Andrew Proctor going side by side, coming through the back end, followed by Dean Sinkovich and Van Ermen. Van Ermen is on the outside of Sinkovich. Sinkovich on the inside. Wakefield waiting to see what happens. Van Ermen takes the inside line just across the curve. And the back there, Jason Deb and Ducky Gowans go side by side, followed by Schmellenberg and Cena. Oh, look at this, Schmellenberg, Cena, and there's Jamie Davis coming through as well. Davis is coming in on the inside line of Tesario. Tesario on the inside of him now as Jamie takes the outside line. We've got a lot of cars going too wide. Will they come through? We've got Cena and Schmellenberg side by side. Davis is taking the inside line to avoid contact with both of them. Taking there, Tesario's taking Martin's position out there and trying to bank it out there and make sure that he can't get back in. But Tesario does a sensational job of getting in line. We've seen everyone get in line now. It's taken 5 corners to do it. And a few more trying to get now under brakes as we come Martin. Oh, Van Ermen's chasing down Proctor. Proctor, he's got a bit of pace tonight. He's showing it in a big way. He's got 33 tenths on Martin, and then Dean Sinkovich 8 tenths behind Martin coming through. Here comes Van Ermen having a look. He's got side by side. Is he going to be able to hold it? No. Not the way you want to go around. He'll definitely get a slowdown. He's got to serve that off the line, so he's got to make sure he gets off the race line to serve the slowdown. He didn't get the slowdown, did he?
Thomas is around somewhere. He's going to pit road, actually.
Thomas Cena and Kevin Wakefield both got their cookies crumbled by the look of it as we watch Andrew Martin coming on the outside. Van Ermen on the inside line, trying to get it over under by Martin, not going to be able to achieve. Proctor is going for it now too.
Dean's doing a good job, mate.
Yep. He's not giving it up.
Yeah.
Definitely, you know what? What's his name?
Keep an eye on Ryan Cox in the picture window as well too, as he's trying to slice his way. He's got past Greg Cook actually, and they're in that nice little battle trying to get their way up through the field there, which is what they're doing. So we know that they got the pace. They got Kyle Ridley up the road there, Dougie as well too. Proctor's gone off the track.
Proctor's off track. Proctor's off track. Not sure what happened to him, but looks like he beached it out there on wide. We've got Nathan Verney. He's got himself also a meatball, so there might have been contact between the two of them there. But we got Nicholas Schmellenberg going on the outside of Gowans. Gowans on his Schmellenberg's drifted into Gowans. Oh, no. I'm not sure. Schmellenberg's calling that in, but I'm not sure he's got anything to call, mate. It looks like he drifted into Gowans there. Gowans giving plenty of space, but we'll leave that downstairs for the guys to decipher. Gowans continues his run through as he is coming through the back there. He's got Ryan Cox in front of him, but here we go, the battle at the pointy end. Greg Cook having a good old go at Proctor. He's got the inside line coming down the back straight. Is he going to be able to maintain the pace as they come through? He's got the line through, but the chicane's going to tighten up. Martin's just backed out of it slightly to give him the go. Make sure they come through and fight for another day, because there's a lot of racing to be done. Mini Moose. Wait, where did Mitch go? Mitch was a naughty boy.
Mitch is not in the field at the moment, so didn't start this race.
I believe Mitch might have been disqualified.
Yeah, something might have happened there, unfortunately. So no Mitch Noble for this race at the moment. Look at that. So battles all over the place, as to be expected. Our 40-minute feature race with the reverse 20 grid. Here's Jamie Davis putting some pressure. He's up 8 already. Jason's up 7. Dean is up to try to hold these drivers off, of course.
He's catching Davis now as well. So he's got himself... Yep, Jamie on dep.
Guess it.
He's got it done nice and clean.
Yeah. Nice. Like Jeff did put too much of a fight up on that one at the moment there, allowing him to try to catch your bro.
Yeah, well, sometimes you live to fight another day, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Dean's in 5th place going solid. We're not going to talk about it in case I put the miles on him, but here comes Davis on the outside of him. Dean's taking the inside line. He's making sure he's giving Jamie Davis heaps of room there just in case Davis come back online there. Davis is trying to take the outside line. Dean on the inside. So Jamie is opening up that line coming through. He's got pace coming out of that corner. Wicked pace coming out of that loose chicane, but Dean is holding on the inside line and taking it back nicely. Great little bit of driving there by my little brother. No bias at all, because I'll probably comment about him spinning before anything else, but here's the back end. Will Davis get this nice toe into that loose chicane that we're calling at the moment?
Ryan Cox also gets past Jason as well in the background, so he's also getting his way up through the field there. So he's doing a solid job. He wants to get to the top. Ryan Cox only knows one thing, it's race winning. That's all he's thinking about. Dean at the moment is knowing one thing. He's got a lot of fast cars behind him at the moment. Dean's doing his absolute best to hold on here.
Here's Cox chasing down these boys. So we've got the front view and the back view at the moment. Jamie Davis taking the inside line there. He's got the pass done on Dean. No, Dean's got him under brakes.
He's gone wide.
Oh, Dean's missed his braking point, but nearly Ryan Cox nearly followed him through as well.
Yep.
Then you've got Jason Depp trying to have a look at that gap as well, but Jason's backed right off there, and he lost a lot of pace coming out of that corner. But here comes Cox on the inside of Sinkovic. Sinkovic takes the adverse line and lets him through nicely. His fight now is with Jason Depp to come through. Depp is coming through there and watching them battle it on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What a bit of driving that is. I'm going to go up the front. He ends on my point.
Yeah, he's going to allow Jason through now as well. I think, not necessarily. No, he's got back on.
Yep, he's still fighting for it. Dean hasn't given up just yet. I think he's going to fight this with Jason Depp all the way through.
Yeah, he doesn't have to. They are pro drivers, of course, but Dean say, "Hey, I'm in position here. I earned it from the reverse grid, so I'm going to make you guys earn it. You got to drive around me," which they had to do. But for them, it's a little bit probably frustrating, because they're going to be like, "Well, it's costing us time to the drivers at the front they want to catch." But Dean's in a solid position to race his heart out. Boy likes, mate.
Yeah, he's shown a bit of good form lately. He's got himself the new Oculus 3, Quest 3, and he's loving it, and he's getting back in the racing nicely. Here comes Cox around
Jamie Davis.
Davis taking that pace straight through. This chicane here is a very, very fast chicane, isn't it? It really doesn't slow them down at all.
Jamie's quick, and it made it look like Jamie was just kind of sitting still through that corner. That's it. That's just the impressive pace that you're seeing from Ryan.
Also, the last corner, the way he held that inside line nice and firm and clean. Here goes Gowans taking down Dean Sinkovic. He's following him through the draft. Is quite a weapon there. Oh, Sinkovic locks it up a bit. He can smell Gowan behind him. I think he might have had a little bit of code brown through there, Dean.
Who's the older? Who's the most wiser of the drivers, most experienced, per se? Is it Dean or Doug?
I'm definitely the older one, mate. Definitely the older,
wiser one. Between Dougie and your brother.
Yeah, Greg Cook has smoked it up as well, trying to get past Ridley in the back there. I'm going to go to that bit of fight as well, so you can see them going side by side. Here we got Dougie taking the inside line. Dean respects his elders. He's let him know. He's fought it right back.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Depp's coming in there. Dougie nearly touches the rear end of Dean's lights, but Depp's coming through there too, and he's making sure he's staying clear in case something doesn't happen. He's taking the avoiding action. Have a look at this. Gowan's having a bit of a sniff there. Dean's not letting him go. Locks him up, gets the pressure off himself, and then he gets Jason Depp following him through. No, what happened to Depp?
Depp's
He's dropped right back.
He had to back off. He just like, this is getting a
that's
little too spicy.
Yeah, Ridley's.
He's like,
he's come.
I'm not enjoying
Dean's gone out wide.
my bratwurst here in Germany, my friend. He's like, I've had too many salty pretzels for one day. I'm going to sit back a little bit.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
You've seen Seinfeld, huh? Okay, yeah.
Oh, Gowan's on the back straight. He's having a look at Dean. He sized him up. Will Dean come through? He knows. Gowans knows Dean's not going to give it up too easy. He's taking the pace beautifully. They're bottled up. Look at them go.
There,
oh, look at Ridley come through underneath Gowans. He's done a spectacular job. Greg Cook's opened it up there behind him. Ridley's come out of nowhere, taking advantage of Gowans' good nature, fighting with Dean. Gowans didn't want to attack it too hard in case something went wrong, but here comes Gowans on the inside. We've got 2 wide and 2 behind there as well. Ridley and Dean make contact. Dean backs it right off, and then Cook goes wide, and Dean loses about 4 places.
He went from the penthouse to the outhouse pretty quickly on that one, mate, unfortunately. Trying to defend.
That was...
But at least Dean gave us quite a bit of entertainment and a little bit of Nice sponsorship on the side of that car too, as we're going to see a nice little battle. Resuming here, Andrew Martin and Jamie Davis. So Get a Grip versus the Project 36. That's the battle for 5th and 6th at the moment. And they're different in classes too. So Andrew Martin is in the Pro-Am. He wants to get up the road. He wants to catch Smolenberg, my friend. Smolenberg is one leading Pro-Ams.
He is. Down the bottom screen, we've got the old fella Gowans and Ridley fighting it out there with Callum Rosenator chasing those boys down. Dean hasn't called anything in there. I think he did the avoiding action, probably the smart thing to live to fight another day with that pack in front of him. But we've got, look, Jed Van Hermer's still there. Ryan Cox is up 16 places and chasing down Timothy Schmellenberg at the moment. He is 2.6 seconds at this point. Andrew Martin and Jamie Davis on the bottom screen and the top screen. You can see them at the moment having a bit of a stoush there, trying to catch up. And then Brad Hudson is now putting pressure on Dean because Dean backed out of that fight earlier on. He's got a lot of pressure on. Here it is.
That's
Jed's
early.
gone all the way off and back to...
Yep.
Oh, there's an accident behind there. What was that?
I think it might have been...
Someone parked it in the chicane and it all went south. Kev Wakefield got...
Yeah, contact.
He looks like he missed his brake marker and come across the dirt and slid into the path of the other cars and, cooked that. Looks like that might have been the incident. Was that lap 1?
Yep, lap 1. This is at the start of the race.
Okay, so Tesario copped an incident there for something in that lap 1. Oh, my God, look at the cars just missing each other there. Oh, my goodness. It looks like Kev just lost it in the last 10 and slid into the cars oncoming. Here we go. Here's Rosenator. So
he's got so much speed carrying through the grass, and he's just like, help,
that's
help.
probably a bit later.
But
Yeah, that's a bit later. Yeah. Yep.
This is unfortunately what happened to Matt Tesario as well, too, earlier in lap 1. And this is just shenanigans as you would expect. And, well, lap 1, cold tyres, everybody's scooting through the corner at 1,000,000 miles an hour. There it is. So Matt gets tagged, and that's kind of the aftermath of that early collision that we saw. Somebody gets tagged. He just backs off there and takes, I can't remember what car that was, but...
Holding his brakes there at all?
Yeah, it looked like he was. It looked like the car was rolling just with momentum there, I'd have to say. But race control is definitely going to be probably still looking at that before all the other incidents that have occurred. And I'll go back and show a few more because when I look at
it's been pretty quiet, actually. Pretty quiet.
It'll give us a chance to have a look at some of this one. This is Nick Martin and Jason, I think. Oh, no, this could be a solo incident from Nick Martin. No, there's contact there. Oh, I see the lockup from Nick.
Just missed his break point.
Yep.
Nick Martin's is just broken that little bit harder to avoid contact with the car in front of him by the look of it.
And this is Jason and I think Greg Cook. Yeah, so he might get in the back there of Greg Cook coming up on the inside there. He spins before, but he couldn't make it connect. And then Greg had nowhere to go just to sit there and say, move! Move!
Well done to Jason. Well done, Jason.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the situation, mate. So back to live racing.
Yeah, Jason could have quite easily stayed there and waited for the traffic to clear in front of it and go forward, but he actually backed out of the way and let Cook in front of him. So well done to him there. Great little move. Bottom screen, Marcus Watson, folks. He's 6 seconds ahead, and we are at the 14-minute mark at the moment. So we've got about 25 to go. So the pits are going to start coming through in the next
Thomas
5 minutes.
Nick's in.
There you go.
So right on cue, mate.
Just as we right on cue, just like we pushed the button for them. Nick Martin, Tom Cena both in and out very, very quickly. Thomas Cena only up on the sticks for 4.9. Tesario was in the pits for 4 seconds. Verny was in the pits for 4 seconds as well. So Nicky Martin must be doing repairs because he's in there for 37 on the sticks at the moment. Tomlin's in there. And on there for 11 seconds, ticking over slowly. Let's see at the front end as the battle continues. Jason Depp having a bit of fun there with Cook, I believe.
Yep. Oh!
Oh, no.
And he gives it back by running wide.
Did he do a full 360 then?
Yeah.
Did he just do an Alonso?
Maybe. Either way. And Cook will say, thank you very much. I'll take that one back. Yeah.
0.02. Nice work. Okay, so Cook's gone into the pits now as well. First of the early ones near the pointy end. Jamie Davis is up 10 places. Ryan Cox up 17. Wow. Absolute weapons out there at the moment. Going super fast. Van Urban's in his own little world at the moment. He's got 5 seconds in front of him, 5 seconds behind him from Cox. And Cox is the same, 5 in front. And Schmellenberg 2 seconds behind. But Cox is slowly catching Jed at about, he's just had the fastest lap of the 1:45.082. So he's catching him by about 2/10 a lap at the moment. And he's got 5 seconds. So I'm not sure if there's going to be able to catch him.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is what's Marcus, we know, had the pace during the qualifying. He had that little tangle with Dougie early in the first heat race, so he did. We didn't get to see what Marcus Watson's true race pace was, and we're seeing his race pace now, as well as we're seeing Dougie, and see he's trying to fight his way back up there. Dougie's just been in the wars tonight, like in the first race and then in the second race as well. So, but Dougie, good old Dougie gets his head down there and checks it off and says, okay, I know I've got an old wise head. I've been in a lot of races before. I know that, it's not how you start, but it's how you finish the race, and he's going to continue to do that. But interesting for Ryan. Ryan's biggest challenge, well, Doug will go on the pit road at the moment. Jamie Davis
Dougie's in.
Yep, Jamie Davis heads in just ahead of him. So that'll be interesting. But Ryan...
Davis as well.
Ryan he's on the same, just a little tad quicker than Watson and Jed up the road from him. So chipping away early may be enough for him to bring it to Mr. Watson and try to do this. But that's the thing. Watson's showing his pace. Once he's got that clean air, of course, once he led in that reverse grid, he's going to be a tough cookie to beat. But if anybody can beat him, you have to put your money on Ryan Cox.
Yeah, 100%. The challenge, as they say, challenge accepted.
Smollenberg and Proctor, of course. So it's a green versus red. Green means go. Red means go even faster.
They're really giving each other a lot of room through there. So good to see they're preparing themselves for it. Mr. Iceman, great track for the SFLs. Yeah, it's a cracking track. A lot of fast sweeping corners. I love it. I reckon it's perfect for the SFLs.
Jamie's
as you've got behind him, is that
after Jamie's taken his pit stop. So I'm sure that whether or not that's not going to be too happy for Jamie, because he's going to be held up by these drivers right now. Yep. He's at 4 seconds, so it's only gas, no tyres, you'd imagine, unless they're so quick. There it is. So Jamie will thank you. I'll take that one there, Smollenberg.
The dirt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Next up is Proctor.
That was lucky that he kept it out there and kept it clean out there. You got Davis here in the bottom screen. You got Dougie Gowans chasing Davis down. So there's going to be a lot of action going through. The car between Davis and Dougie's blue flag cars. And you can see at the moment we've got Sinkovic chasing down Rosinator.
He got past your brother, I think. So, or vice versa. But here we go. Next up, Jamie Davis. I mean, he kind of reminds me of a young Ayrton Senna. It's just like, or a young Max Verstappen, doesn't he? He's like, if there's a gap, he's going for it. He's gone. He's got it. So.
Oh, look at the exit speed he got through there. Who was that that just went in the pits? That was I'm not sure, but was that Dean? Because that entry was not good. That was Nick Schmellenberg.
Yeah.
I reckon he might get a slowdown because he crossed the white line coming in that pits then. I'm not sure if this track will penalise it or not, but we'll see what happens.
You slip a 20 to the speed gun guy that at pit lane entrance and say, hey, look the other way, mate.
Yeah.
Just flick it out the cockpit and go. He didn't see anything.
See what happens. He isn't. Let's see how long he stays on the stilts at the moment. He's up on the sticks at the moment. No, he didn't get the penalty for it. No, he crossed that white line, but it mustn't be one of those tracks where it's enforced.
On the stilts. I've never heard that.
Yeah,
before.
on the sticks, I call it. Yeah, on the sticks. All right, we'll get. That's enough.
He's actually still holding off Callum, so he's doing a solid job there for you, bro, mate. They're still yet to make pit stops. These top 10 drivers still have to come down to pit road at some point. But this squabble between Callum and your brother is also bringing in Brad Hudson. He's now caught the back there in the JWM Sim Sport number 5 in the Pro-Am class as well. So these battles that you are seeing with Martin, Dean, Callum, and Brad are all, as you can see, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Half a Pro-Am positions as Ryan Cox just sets the fastest lap. We know that he's trying to do absolute best to get that gap that he has down of, what is it currently at the moment? I think he's about 7 seconds off the race leader. Give or take. Maybe a little bit more, actually. Gonna get my head right.
Chop goes to 40-second stop and hold.
Yeah, he's 10 seconds off the race leader.
Did he get it?
At the moment, Ryan is.
Yeah. And doing a great job at it. He's just got the fastest lap too with 1:44.928. So he's doing well. At one point he was 7 seconds behind, wasn't he? So he's catching these boys. 17 places. Callum Rosenat has done a sensational job tonight. Did really well in the first heat, and now he's got himself up 10 places. So great night there for him.
David out there in the chat there says go Callum for the 443, which we're on board with. We can see at the moment in the main pictures. He's doing a solid job.
Watching from the Gin in Queensland on the phone.
I've been to Gin many a times, my friend, because I'm a Queenslander boy. Yeah. Welcome.
See if you can pinch a screen in the Gin and sync your phone to the screen so everyone can watch and cheer him on.
You can get all
Jason Depp.
You can get the whole town of Ginger watching at the moment, mate.
Yeah.
Get on a big projector and have, as you see, Proctor.
Jason Depp's having a cracking run here at the moment. He's caught up to Cole Ridley. He's been progressing quite a lot across the back of it. And we'll have a quick look as well on Dougie Gowans, who is getting pressure from Proctor. So I'm not sure what's going there at the moment. There's the bottom screen. You can just see Gowans and Proctor coming through and catching him. I'm not sure if Gowans is pulling away or getting chased down at this point. Looks like he might be pulling away because Proctor's just gone to 8 seconds.
Oh, that's a good exit from Deb. Oh, it's because Kyle went to pit lane. That's the tricky part, isn't it? It's a high-speed pit lane entrance. It throws you off. You've got to make sure that you choose the right direction. If you choose the wrong one...
We finally got Biggles excited, folks, and it was a pit entry.
Well, because the speed that scrubbed through that Callum there, it's still putting pressure on your brother at the moment. Another lock up.
Yeah. Pitched it a little bit coming down. The car does that rear right. I'm pretty sure the memory serves me correctly. That inside right, as you're coming down, it's like a little bit of a fair drop if you can hold the camber right. There's a bit of a drop there, so the right rear does get a bit loose. But Dean's having a cracking run there tonight. Stay off the dirt, bro. Keep your tyres clean. And keep the fight alive.
He's
this
only
is the
down
tightest
two
fight
on
the track at the moment.
Grid as well too, so that's pretty impressive holding in his pace there. Dean is.
Yeah, he's only lost 2 places, Dean. So he started in 4th, so he's sitting in 6th at the moment. Sitting in 3rd place for the Pro-Ams on the track tonight. Here we go. Cox is up 4 seconds to Jed Van Ermert, so he's slowly catching him. I'm not sure if he's going to have enough time. We have got 17 minutes left.
David, you might be happy at this one. You might want to look away. You might not. He's going to be battling on the outside here of Dean. And Dean's not going to just make it easy for him. He has not made it easy for any of these drivers so far. Callum's going to have to work for it.
He's done really well there. Dean gave him a lot of space there on the inside and made sure he didn't come across him. Here goes Rosenator on the inside line. He's got the pace. We've got that very fast S coming up at the moment, as you can see it at the top of the screen.
And he gets him.
And Rosenator has done it. He's got past Sinkovic and into the final corner. As we see, I think it's Thomasina pulling. It's Brett Hudson pulling into the pits. Yeah.
So that went well for your brother, mate. Otherwise, he would have not been welcomed into Gingin anytime soon if he took out Callum. That's for sure.
Yeah. So Rosenator is taking. That's for That's a position
your brother
on
spun
track.
on the lock-up in the corner.
He's pitched it. He's pitched it into the corner.
Drive.
Yep. I'd suggest Dean going to pits.
Yeah, I'd say box now.
And try to get the undercut on Rosenator that way, if you're listening. But probably not. But here we go. Ridley is having a bit of a run there. Everyone's gapped out because we've got half the team, half the guys on track are pitted, the other half haven't. The top half, as you can see it on the grid, has not pitted yet.
Look at Proctor, mate. You got to get a tear off. I can see barely anything at the moment there, mate. That's all grubby and all the dirt that's kicked up. He's been in the wars at the moment. You can see him on the pit limiter. So he's getting, there it is. He got the tear off there. The crew cleaning. You can't see the crew, unfortunately, in the broadcast perspective, but they do have lollipop people that run out there and do that job. That was a quick pit stop too. There, that was a 4.828. Could you imagine? But Formula One, the quickest Formula One pit stops, just sub 2 seconds. And we just saw
I
a
know.
4 second pit
Nuts,
stop.
isn't it?
That's insane.
Yeah.
Going back to Kyle Ridley and Brad Hudson, as you can see in the main picture, that's the closest battle. We're still waiting for the top 8 drivers to come down and sign some autographs with their pit crew.
Yes. Very much so. Ridley and Hudson. And then we've got Jason Depp's chasing down Callum Rosenader at the moment as well. So we've got these one at both angles. I'll go to Jason Depp. He's got the toe down the main straight at the moment. He's got that at the start at the beginning. He was at 7/10 by the end. Let's see how he finishes when it gets to the bottom corner.
Kyle's lifted off and he elected
hasn't been
not
that much.
to
He
wisely
wasn't
go
close
side
enough.
by side through here, which is probably very clever there from Kyle Ridley. And he gets the exit. Oh, a little bit of front door banging. A little bit of wheel-to-wheel racing. Not going to get
Bit of
slipstream
side
anymore.
draft.
Yeah.
This is going to be tough. He's going to be under brakes here. The outside line's going to be fast, but so is the inside line. It's a bit of a funny corner, this, the way it's shaped.
Yeah, you could do the
So
over and under pretty
Schmellenberg's
swiftly.
going to try to get the over-under on him. He's gone out wide, trying to get underneath him. Oh, Ridley is just at the door on him then.
Yep.
That could have got messy so quickly.
Great driving from both drivers, actually, to allow a
Yeah.
nice little battle in our pitches at the moment. So hats off to those gentlemen. I'm tipping ahead at the moment. But we're still seeing Jason wanting to come back on this with Rosenader. So he wants this one for the Velocity Racing team. He's can't do the sound of a Velocity Raptor, but you can imagine. We've seen...
They've caught Andrew Martin now too, so they've brought Martin into this fight too now. So it's going to be a cracker. I'm just having a look to see. Ridley's got pressure now on from Hudson down the bottom, so that's having a bit of fun down
Ryan
there.
chipping in the fastest lap of the race in the 44s now as well. That is about half a second quicker. As you're seeing, Martin looks like pitting in the pit lane at the moment, so that'll unleash. Yep.
No, Martin's got in the pits.
Yeah,
Martin's got in the
he
pits.
said,
so
I'm
the
done
front
with that because he's going to allow these two to battle at the
yeah.
moment. Here it is, Depp and Rosenader.
later.
I think if Depp can make the stick, he will have the exit speed.
No, he hasn't gone over under. I thought he might try to get underneath him, but he hasn't. Great little battle starting to develop everywhere. The times now that people are coming through their pits, the battles are starting to come alive. Now we've got Dougie Gowans chasing down Dean Sinkovich as well, so I'm going to go to that at the moment.
I feel like it's
It's Davis that he's chasing down. You go down the bottom screen at the moment. We've got a PG song. We've got
Kyle Ridley gets past Andrew Martin. This is it. This is the three-way battle you're talking about at the moment, isn't it? Ridley, Martin, and Hudson. They've taken their pit stops, so all coming out around each other after that pit stop window, and so they're battling for ultimately where they're going to finish, pending these other drivers, because they don't have to come back to pit road again. Cook up the inside.
Oh, Cook's taking the inside line. Big risk there. He's held it as well. He's done a great move there. Not a bad bit of work there by the young fella. That's Andrew Martin from Get a Grip. He's just gone past. It's great to see the young fella in form.
And Dougie and Davis.
Form tonight. Yes, great battle on the bottom screen as well.
Dougie gets past Jamie
we'll swap
Davis.
it over.
So there it is. Two overtakes and a couple of laps there between the drivers. But with Dougie and Davis, they came in on lap 9 together, so they are literally battling on position.
Yeah.
You know, this will be to the end of the race, so I won't have to come back down to pit road again, or else we get some sort of late safety car or something, but there's no reason to. Jamie's going to want this one back because he wants to say, all right, I'm going to teach you how to drive there, Dougie. Like, I'm coming through. Jamie Davis, of course.
Well, Dougie is the fastest man on track
a little one
from qualifying.
Yeah.
So we know he's got the pace out there. It doesn't look like I've been watching the times down this main down the main straight, and the toe hasn't been that significant. I'm not sure if the boys, like Jamie's there 4/10 away from Dougie, and he didn't really gain much coming out of it. I think it might be the fact that it's such a fast corner entry in the last corner, and it might be holding the gap open.
Quite possibly. It's also there's also a situation as we're getting down to we're over about 10 minutes left in this race. What are you saving?
Look at this bottom screen.
Thomas and Nick.
See that Schmellenberg having a go. Schmellenberg's on the outside, going to try to get over under. No, Cena's got a great move there, done under brakes, and he's got his pass done. So we're fighting down in 15th and 14th place.
Also, Brad Hudson and Andrew Martin in 12th and 13th. Let's check out the classes situation at the moment. Schmellenberg is the leader of the Pro-Ams. Watson is still the leader at the moment for Team SRW Motorsports in the Pro class. Thing is, too, those drivers in the top 7 still need to head down to pit road at some point. We do know, Steve, that Depp's coming in now finally, so he's one of the other drivers to go down to pit road. We do know that Ryan's been chipping into Jet and Marcus Watson up the road. Now, is what can he do? What can Ryan do? Is Ryan going to do an undercut kind of scenario? He's going to go long and try and overcut to somehow steal himself a race win? Because we know that Ryan's going to want a race win. I've just lost Discord at the moment. Hopefully it'll come back up in a second so we can actually get to hear from the man behind the scenes there. Of course, the boss man. However, pictures are there, so he's here. The internet connection's good. We're still streaming. I've just literally lost Discord, and I'll try to pull up a backup Discord. I'll try to actually log into Discord on the website. Let's see if I can get the boss man in here. Continue the conversation. Here's the battle at the moment with Cook, Ridley, and Jason as Watson is coming in from the race lead. Jet's coming in and Ryan Cox. So, top 3 heading down pit road. So we've got the picture of that battle. I'm going to keep an eye on the pit lane. I can't even get to Discord at the moment in the web browser. Timothy Schmellenberg's coming in as well. For B4. Oh, we're back.
Oh, you're back, so everyone could hear you, but couldn't hear me.
No, it's okay. Discord just decided to, itself. But you're okay. Pictures are fine. The stream's up. We're still racing, my friend. We just need a pit stop at the moment from our race top. Everybody, really, the race top 4 or so. Schmellenberg will put himself back at a P6. Dougie will actually gain.
At the bottom, Jason Depp is having a go there on the inside of Ridley. Oh, look at the car coming out of the pits at the same time. Rosenator's coming out at the same time. He got Ridley coming through there. He's got Hudson and Cook all coming out at the same time. A little bit of battle coming through. Great to see that the pit stops are coming through and making it a bit more interesting. Through that pit stop, mate, Ryan Cox has got himself through 2.7 seconds on the back of Van Ermert. So this is going to be a battle at this end, but also a battle in this mid-pack too is sensational.
Oh, this is fantastic racing, of course. And we got pros and pro-ams mixing it up as well. Greg Cook's going to want another great result. Man's been absolutely outstanding here in Nuremberg, so keep an eye out for him. We're the right track.
Yeah, we are. We are at Nürburgring.
Nürburgring, not Nuremberg.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Look at the boys going for it. Greggy Cook tonight is showing some amazing pace. He looks like he's jumped up a level from what he's been doing the last few weeks. But everyone has done their pits except... no, everyone has done their pits. So we see them as we see them at the moment. Marcus Watson leading it out. He's got himself for 7 seconds on Jed Van Ermert. Ryan Cox is down to 2.6. Still the fastest man on track by about 3/10. Dougie Gowan's got himself up to battle zone as well, but he's 11 seconds off Ryan Cox, and Jamie Davis 4 seconds off him. So Timothy Schmellenberg showing some fine form. Only dropped 3 places, mate, for the Pro-Ams.
Yes, sir. He's doing a solid job. You're talking about Project 36. You've got to talk to David out there. He knows. Once you put those Project 36 livery on your car, you go faster. And you get faster per race, every race. I've seen it across multiple leagues. We're seeing Brad Hudson and Andrew Martin go for it.
Look at this. Hudson on the inside uses his brakes to its fullest capacity. A little bit of smoke puffing off the inside, but he's having a go at Martin. Martin's on the inside line. Hudson's taking the outside line, the faster part of the track, and done an exceptional job coming through there. But Martin is not giving that up at all. As we can see, Rosenator going past Depp at the moment in the med pack of the running with Greggy Crook there as well.
Tell you what, yeah. Boys at Gin will either be cheering or booing. Oh, we don't boo any drivers, of course, here in the SWTV. We support motor racing. Oh, look at this, my friend. Depp's got a good run out of the corner.
Beautiful passes. We're going on both screens at the moment. I might have to change my screen. Show the race leader at the moment. But I'm tipping that the Project 36 car, the pink part, is the heat.
Oh, Ryan's crashed somewhere. Ryan's gone off track. Ryan has gone off track, but he's back on. I'm going to keep an eye on that one. Keep an eye on the picture. But I want to see if he's got any damage here.
Oh, he lost about 8 seconds there at the moment.
What's happening? Yeah. There it is. Whoa! How is he?
Front of the car gripped onto that.
Right into you had so much grass out there. That's like, that's probably the par 5 course, isn't it? Next to the. And he's trying to regain it.
He's got a lot of dirt on that car too.
That might be the race win.
He grabbed the front of the car. It just spun him right around.
Oh, yeah, I'd say that might be the race win done and dusted there for Ryan Cox, unless there is any other mistakes from the race leaders. So this is just he's hit the bollard on the inside there, and he's gone for he went for a hole of 1. Unfortunately, he's had to put a penalty stroke down on his golfing. That's going to hurt your handicap a little bit there, Ryan. But you're still in it.
Yeah. 4-wheel skid.
Yeah.
Great work there. He's still got himself. He's got Dougie Gowans coming down, hunting him now. Dougie Gowans is 1.76 seconds away, where Jamie Davis has backed off Gowans too now in 5th. They've gapped out. The battle is really the Pro-Ams at the moment, fighting for the 2nd and 3rd step. Greg Cook, Callum Rosenator, Jason Depp, Brad Hudson, Dean Sinkovich, and Andrew Martin. So the 2 little battle packs there at the moment that we can see. Jed Van Ermit.
That's a little wide there from Greg Cook.
Just giving us palpitations there, boys.
He's got to seize the opportunity. Go for it. It's going to be interesting at the moment, isn't it, Callum? And don't forget, Jason's here, ready to mop up on corner 5.
Jason's very, very smart there. He doesn't get too involved sometimes. He can see that it's getting hot in front of him. He's prepared to mop it up and stay close. But bottom screen, you can see Ryan Cox being chased down by Dougie Gowans. 1.56 seconds, the gap.
Yeah, that's true. That's going to be definitely pouring up at the moment that Doug is going to want to be. He wants to finish ahead of Ryan to have any championship hope still left in the penultimate race of the season, so he could bring it down to the Daytona endurance race. That's going to be crucial. Dean's still hanging in there at the moment, mate, but he's under big pressure there, I believe, a little bit further back. But I want to keep my eyes peeled.
Dean's off track. You just mozzed him.
Oh, that was on you, not me. Sorry, Dean. Deans can't curse Deans, mate. That's just simple. 101.
Oh, this is true? Is this true, is it? It's like 2 positives don't make a negative.
Exactly.
But 2 negatives make a positive.
Unless you get it in the quantum physics and then it's just all over the place. So who knows?
We'll have to ask Sheldon.
I do know that Project 36 is a quick, and you are as well too, David. Don't you come? I've seen you got some serious pace out there before in the past. Don't you worry about that, mate. Don't you sell yourself too short there, David.
Yeah. Alrighty, where are we at? Where's the action at? If there's someone out there you want to watch, someone that you're out there supporting, please let us know. We've got 2 cameras going, and we are more than happy to share the love everywhere we can. At the moment, the fight is with Kyle Ridley being chased down by Greg Cook, Callum Rosenator, and Jason Depp. That's what you see on the main screen. At the pointy end of town, Marcus Watson has got himself a 6-second lead of Jed Van Ermit, and Ryan Cox in 3rd place, up 17 places, has just done a bit of a hiccup through the
Martin
back
Hudson.
chicane, as we can see on the inside.
Oh,
Cook.
Hudson.
Oh, Martin and Hudson. I don't know if there was contact there at all, but it looked like Hudson's car didn't like that curb at all.
And Martin's readdressed it, actually, allowed him back through there. He probably said a my bad
Whoa.
situation, exactly. I think there was a front end plate that got missing and then magically reappeared. That tends to happen
something
sometimes.
went flying off.
Look at that, trying to break
Cook
the
trying to
slipstream here
break-
from Cook.
Yeah, Cook's trying to break the slipstream. He's going back. He's made one move out wide, another one out. He's got to make that. He can't go back defensive again. He's taken a beautiful line through. There we go. Jason Depp trying to take the inside line. He's on the outside line, the faster line, the acute angle. We've seen what it does to the cars coming through here. Can Cook open it up to get into the final corner of this section and get the pace coming through? He's done it well. He's done it really well. He's going to get his nose out front. Is there under Blake's? Look at Depp. Depp's on the back of that. He's trying to get in on the action as well. Ridley is taking the smart move. This is not his battle. Rosenau has taken the smart move. This is not his battle. He is moved across behind these boys. Jason Depp, he's fighting with Cook, which is up ahead of him, and Schmellenberg.
Watson as well, too, in the screen, because he'll be coming across very soon to finish the race, and he is! Watson!
Ladies and gentlemen, he wiggles it across the line. We've got Marcus Watson taking out the feature race of the penultimate round for the MOZA Racing Super Formula Lights Championship. In second place, coming across the line, Jed Van Ermert, a further 6 seconds behind, and Ryan Cox, as he comes down the line, comes in third place, chased down by the old legend, Dougie Gowans, in fourth place. As we see the final corner coming through, we can see Jamie Davis coming across in fifth place, up 10 places. In Timothy Schmellenberg, the Pro-Am tonight takes it out again in the Pro-Am cycle in sixth place with a fantastic finish. Kyle Ridley in awesome racing in the back there for the final points. Depp, does he get it done over Racinator? No, he doesn't, but the effort was all there. Ridley in seventh, Greg Cook in ninth, Callum Rosnatter, in ninth, Jason Depp in 10th. We've got Martin crossing the line in 11th, Hudson in 12th after that little tangle they had through there. Wow, what a bit of fun that was. Whew.
Your brother's
As we
still
can
coming
see the
across
bottom
line,
screen.
Your brother's coming. Yeah, he gets it. So.
Yeah, here he is, nice and clean as well. Dean Sinkovich, followed by Nick Schmellenberg, Nathan Verney, Matt Tesario, Andrew Proctor, and Nicky Martin. And we had a couple of carnage cars that did not complete the run tonight. But what a night that was. Few burnouts there. We can see them going. Cox was doing a few seconds ago as well. They're just going to be careful they don't do them in front of oncoming cars that are still finishing their race tonight. Rushy goes well. That looked like a massive netcode. I'm not sure which bit. I think you're talking about the one with... oh, careful, boys. Careful. Doing burnouts.
It's finished now anyway, so it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah. As they're going through doing burnouts in the bottom screen. But ladies and gentlemen, the penultimate round, the round 8 of the Nürburgring Grand Prix. No chicane, a little bit of chicane for MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship Season 4. Marcus Watson takes it out after reverse top 20 and lost no places at all. Finished in the 20th place in the feature, in the first heat, and for the feature started at the front. Took it out without any context at all. Jed Van Ermert up 6 places and got himself into second place for the podium. Ryan Cox up 17 places to get himself in the final step of the podium in third place. Dougie Gowans with a great run there, up 5 places in the fourth. Jamie Davis, Mr. Consistent, in 5th place, up 10 places. Kyle Ridley up 5 places in 7th place, and Greggy Cook in 8th place. What a run he had tonight as well. Callum Rosenator had a fantastic run tonight too, gets himself the final podium step for the Pro-Ams. Jason Depp from Velocity Racing in 10th. Andrew Martin get a grip in 11th. Brad Hudson, a little bit of contact there with Martin in the final stages in 12th place for JWM Sim Sports. Thomas Cena had a bit of an off night tonight for the SLM Academy in 13th. Dean Sinkovich up considerably. So he lost 10 places in the first top 10, but a considerably good job there by my little brother, the team SRW Motorsports. Nick Schmellenberg from JWM Sim Sports in 15th. 16th, Nathan Verney from Pace Syndicate. Matt Cesario in 17th place for SLM Academy. Andrew Proctor from SLM Academy in 18th. 19th place, Nicky Martin from Get a Grip. And not completing the run tonight is Kev Wakefield and Chris Tomlin from LCR Esports. What a run tonight, mate. What a lot of fun. Hope the viewers loved it as much as we did, even though Discord decided to boot us for a little while. But a cracking bit of effort there. Whew. Who we got to chat to, mate? We've got, we should have Watson, Van Ermert, Cox, and Timothy Schmellenberg by the look of it. Let me scroll up to Discord. Well, Schmellenberg's already in there. Let's drag him down. Ladies and gentlemen, he's had a bit of run of fine form in the last few weeks and battling it out for the title of the Pro-Ams out there. Mr. Timothy Schmellenberg from JWM Simsport. How are you, buddy?
Oh, not too bad, you guys?
Not bad at all, mate. You're starting to make a habit of this.
Oh, it's shockers in race 1 equals a decent starting position in race 2, honestly.
Well, you still did all right, mate. You only lost 3 places with some weapons that got in there and around you, so you've done it considerably well, mate.
Yeah, the field was spread out quite fast, so once that happened, I could see Pro coming up behind me, second half quicker, no worries, let him through, put up 0 fight. There was 4 seconds between cars, pretty quickly, so there's not much to battle with.
Did we lose him?
No.
You got me?
Yeah, we got you, mate. Continue.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was about it. I passed, there was an AM, I can't remember who it was in front of me. I got past him, turn 1, 2, and that was pretty crucial, I suppose. And I was able to with the cars coming past between us, able to put him back sort of 10 seconds by the time the pit stop came around. So, yeah, just managed.
Excellent, mate. Well, you did a cracking job out there. You stayed out of trouble tonight again. How tough was it out there with this track, especially in the first few laps?
Yeah, the cold tyres seemed to be a bit of a problem, and it took me a while to get my head around some of the faster corners. I found it just wanted to loop if you took a little bit too much pace in. Plus, the off tracks were pretty tight with your entries. If you sort of enter too wide, I found them a bit strict. So I struggled a bit trying to just keep it on the track, to be honest with you.
Yep. It looked like a lot of fun out there, though. It looked like the pace was pretty good. The setup that the system runs, how did that feel?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I found it pretty slippery. I'm generally best case about a second off the pace. It was about a second and a half tonight, so I definitely found it pretty tricky. But at the same time, I really didn't get any practice in at all, to be honest. So I jumped in sort of 15 minutes before quali. I mean, I know the track, so I was pretty confident, but yeah. I found it pretty slippery.
Yeah, excellent, mate. Well, you've done a cracking bit of work there, mate. I'm not sure what the ladder looks like at this point. I know we've got our new little system with clutters that's doing it. Can you pop it up for a second?
I can
Biggles?
pop it up. Prior, this is the race before, of course.
So, Mr. Schmellenberg, you are at the moment off the back of Cookie. So Cook didn't finish too good in that race. Where did he finish?
I think it was 2 or 3 behind me.
Two places behind in P.
Yeah, 3 behind you. So still a fair bit to go as far as position-wise to be able to fight for that title. Looks like it's about just under 100 points, but second in the championship is still pretty good for the Pro-Ams, mate. That's looking pretty fine, and possibly a promotion for next season. I don't know.
We'll see. I hope not. I mean, I'm happy to. I'm happy to be in the.
Happy to be here. Yeah, he's just like,
Don't get me wrong. No, I'm happy to be in the top 10 of the championship there. But I think what's Greggy's top 4 or 5. Like he's done well. He's done real well.
He's done real well. Well, it does get you in a solid position to be able to contest the Australian Open World Nationals as well. And we've seen anything can happen in that race, and everything usually does. So you'll be able to get yourself out there and have a bit of fun there, mate. Well, who gets the Schmellenbergs, the JWM Sim Sports on track, mate?
Thanks to Brewed Coffee. Wade, he does the deliveries. Great job. Obviously, Hutto, he actually joined us tonight. Showed us a few things. Outpaced us quality for sure. Obviously, Nick rocks up every race and has a good battle.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations on a great podium, and maybe we'll see you next week in the final round of the championship, mate. Good luck, and keep having fun, dude.
No worries. Thanks.
All right, we'll let Timothy go, and we will drag the pros in one by one as we get Mr. Ryan Cox into the room, fighting back after taking the first heat all the way from 20th place up 17 places to get himself up the pointy end.
And
Then the track
I'd say
grabbed
that.
him and
he's
spin
pointing
around.
that. Wow.
Mate, how was that? And what the hell happened? That looked like that loose chicane just grabbed the front of your car and just spun you around.
Well, that's actually my favorite corner of any track ever. I absolutely love that fast chicane. It is fantastic, and clearly it doesn't love me as much as I love it. Yeah, I closed up to Jed a little in the pit stops, and I was setting really good laps, and I was closing up marginally to the two in front of me, and I thought if I kept putting in really good laps and getting closer and closer, then come the last few laps, maybe he makes a mistake with me closing up to him, and I might be able to get that P2. Then I made the mistake, and was shitting my pants with Doug behind me on the last two laps because he was
We're going to see
flying.
it now. We're going to remind the audience.
Yeah,
exactly what happened.
no.
Oh no, that's really hard too, right?
Yeah. I think Nerves got you in the end because your last lap was a 145 and Doug was sitting in 144s. Like he was literally 1/10 on your fastest lap, but he was hitting that he's getting more consistent. Like his last lap was a 144.7. So I think maybe the panics hit you a little bit there, but Dougie was on fire that last section. He was just out of this world.
Yeah, absolutely. After the spin, I was just like, okay, we just can't do that again. So if I just lap slowly but consistently and quick enough to stay ahead of him, then hopefully I can come home in third. And I was just hoping that he didn't beat my fastest lap.
Ryan, how did you time it? How did you time it to get the par 5 exit so you had enough space to not hit the fence, and then you had a little semi half spin on the exit of the final turn as well, too? Because I mean, anywhere else you wouldn't have done that, you would be straight into the fence.
Yeah, I was trying to like steer the front end away as I was going backwards and just praying that I would end up in the wall. Would have been sure had I done that.
You did a cracking job out there, mate. And I think we've got something to share with the viewers out there as well. So me and Ryan have been having a bit of a chat the last few nights, and Ryan's going to be racing for Team SRW Motorsports next season. So welcome aboard, mate. It's be absolute honour to have you on that team. And there's a few more people in the waiting that we're looking at getting to 2026 for a big season. Mr. Watson, who's my cohort on a Tuesday and Thursday night, is taking on the team principal role. He's going to be planning all training sessions, getting in some coaches, and we maybe even look at if the boys want to some US racing as well. So welcome aboard, mate. So fantastic to have you with our team, and I'm going to give it a good crack this time and make sure we keep all our hot drivers and get faster and faster. But at the moment, you still got a lot of support with your current team, mate. Who gets you out on track and supports Mr. Ryan Cox at the moment?
Another big shout out to Tatum ResTech. The lovely livery that I get to run in this series as a result of that. Obviously, they're more of an F1 thing for me on those games, but their iRacing team is fantastic as well, and that helps out here. Shout out to you guys as well for commentating, and Josh, the race director, and Greg Barber tonight as well. You guys do a fantastic job, and it's just an incredible series and awesome to be able to race in it. That's all thanks to you guys.
Well, you did a cracking job again, mate. And the Australian Open Wheel Nationals, we'll find out what track is next week when we do our draw. You got yourself in the box seat for that as well. So it's going to be a tough one, mate. It's going to be, we're going to have to wave that flag. Everyone's coming in some good form at the moment. Yourself, Jamie, Dougie Gowans is got some amazing form at the moment in pace-wise as well. So we're going to have some really good fast boys there. Geordie, I'm not sure where he's been. Young Greg Cook, Kyle Ridley. It's Van Ermert as well, showing some pace late in the season. So hopefully we can wave the flag and wave it hard out there. But, mate, congratulations. One more round to go. I'd pretty much say you've got the title in both hands, but
we
we'll
said
do
that to
the
Oscar,
we'll
didn't
do
we,
the,
a few rounds earlier? But
yes, we don't want to do them. I'm
Sorry
pretty
to
sure
go
there's
there.
not 124 points in the next round, and from especially the points you've got tonight. But we'll do the celebrations next week, mate, for the big one. Congratulations and good luck next week, mate, and have fun.
Thank you very much, fellas. Hopefully, I'm talking to you again next week.
Excellent, mate. Congratulations and thank you for coming on board.
Cheers. Looking forward to it.
Cheers, buddy. All right, ladies and
better
gentlemen,
win,
that's
Steve.
another legend in the
He
making.
better win. Yeah. All right. But
Say again?
he better win. He better win the.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Not
think
just
the points,
not just, I mean,
well,
not
I
in the
think he's pretty much got
championship,
it.
but obviously the Australian series.
Oh, can you imagine
battle.
that? We haven't.
Yeah.
We've had the lead a few times and we haven't actually won it. But well, we'll see what happens. We won't get too excited at the moment. But let's get across the little legend at the moment, who's also signed for a new team in the last few weeks, Mr. Jed Van Ermit. How are you, buddy? In a cracking race there tonight.
Yeah, I'm doing great. That was a lot of fun, that race, and the race before it. But,
What's the thoughts
yeah,
on this
good
track,
results.
man? It's one of my favourites.
Yeah, I really liked it at first. I didn't like it because the chicane was really difficult and would spin you most often, I found. But in that last race, I was able to get a click with it, and I really found it fun.
The battles out there were pretty cool until the pit stops, and then they all sort of went all over the place a bit. But how did you find the start of the race?
Yeah, that was chaos, as always. Cars
Yeah.
everywhere. I
Well,
managed to get
four-
through without getting
four- five
damaged.
wide coming
That was
into
my
that
goal.
first corner. It's such a big,
Yeah.
wide track that goes into this bottleneck with a. It's a right hander, but it goes more than just 90 degrees. It sort of comes back on itself as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a hairpin almost.
Yeah, it's like a hairpin that goes left all of a sudden, and you get cars coming through that inside line, outside line. Here is your view at the moment. So you're on the inside line, and you've got these cars encroaching in front of you, not knowing where to go at this point, and having a lot of fun. I think you actually smoke it up through here. If memory serves me right.
Yeah.
No,
No,
he
it's
didn't
not
lock up.
you. It's
Yeah.
Martin. It's Martin. Yeah, I remember seeing the smoke, but I couldn't see who it was. So, what was your thoughts when you saw Martin coming through, and then you had I think Dean on the outside of you there as well. I think you guys actually touched a bit of tyres at one point there through there as well. How did you find the setup? Was it slippery?
The setup was it was a bit unpredictable at times.
Yep.
You would understeer or snap oversteer at times, but yeah.
Excellent, mate. Well, cracking job out there tonight. I noticed the new livery tonight. We are a part of the Vermilion team now, as of I think last week, was it?
Yep.
Yep. And how's that going, mate? You're a week in. I know those boys are super switched on. Are they getting around you and giving you heaps of tips and helping you settle in?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been a great first race to introduce myself into Vermilion to get a P2.
Yeah.
Very happy with that.
Excellent, mate. Well, you did a cracking job. The question is, do you have all your sponsors?
No, actually. That's something I forgot.
That's all right, mate. It's a penultimate round. You'll still got another one in case you get up there.
Yep.
I know that the boys always got something pinned so they can read it through there, mate. But congratulations, cracking effort, mate. Good to see you signed up for a quality team, and hopefully things go faster and more fun for you. And good luck next week as well, because it's going to be an absolute cracker at I think it's at Daytona we are for the Enduro. So
yep.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. What's your thoughts on Daytona?
Well, I love it. It'll be chaotic, I think, with the slipstream. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Well, I thought the slipstream would be a lot more powerful tonight, but it didn't seem to be that powerful. Do you think it was because of the that back chicane was so fast and the last corner was fast as well that you could sort of get a run on a bit?
Yeah, it was really hard to follow in those high speed corners before the straights.
Yeah,
so you weren't able to get close enough to get a
So
yeah. I sort of watched Davis a few of them there. And he only made about a tenth or maybe a tenth and a half at one point, and I was like, wow. And they were only 4/10 apart. So I expected at that sort of distance that the toe to be a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Jed,
So, yeah.
yourself and Dougie were trading, tens of thousands of seconds between each other for pole in this race. You did start in P2 for the first heat race, but unfortunately, we know the situation of you and Dougie got into each other. What happened there in that first corner of the first heat race?
I don't think that was me. I think it might have been Marcus.
Oh, it was Marcus. My bad.
Yeah, so it was Marcus.
Sorry,
yeah.
Jed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how Marcus got into the top spot.
I'm all over the shop. But yeah, going back to the Daytona, mate. Have you got a lot of laps up your experience there? Have you done any the endurance races before Daytona?
Yeah, I've done a bit there. GT3s and IMSA. That's what I've done there. But yeah, I just know the track very well from watching it as well.
Perfect.
Watching real races.
Yep.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations, dude. Good to see you at the pointy end and having fun out there. And congratulations on joining a new team. Good luck for the next round, and hopefully that all goes the way you want it to. And see you in the coming seasons after Christmas. I guess we're coming up to Santa Day, and we'll see how that goes. Congratulations, bud, and we'll chat next week.
Awesome. Thank you.
Take care, mate. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've made him wait long enough. He had a turbulent heat one, got entangled up there with Dougie Gowns, both showing exceptional pace in the qualifiers, finishing first and second. Bit of a tangle that did not let go of the wheels. I think 2 weeks in a row, poor Marcus has had his wheels tangled up. But the reverse top 20 put him in a stranglehold position with the rest of the fast boys way, way behind him. Gave him the ability to get it 6 to 7 seconds up the road on Jed Van Ermert. Mr. Marcus Watson, welcome to the room and congratulations on the top step for the penultimate round.
Hey guys, yeah, thank you very much. Very cool to be back up on the top step in the Super Formula Light again.
You had a bit of a rough one last week and this week in the races. Was it the same person? Did you get tangled with Dougie last week as well?
Did I win last week? I can't rember. I can't even remember what track we raced last week.
You got tangled up with your wheels last week. I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Dougie as well, where you both just got side by side. The wheels got tangled and you both ended up off the track. But tonight again, I think it happened the reverse way. But it didn't do bad, eh? Reverse top 20, and it put you in a stranglehold position, and you just ran away with it from the first corner.
Yeah, after that first race, it was quite unfortunate to get into an incident at lap 1, turn 1. It was honestly quite demotivating for the rest of the race as well. I was just looking forward to the second race, and I wasn't sure what the invert was, so I thought I was starting at the back for the second race, and I come back to my sim and I was on pole. So just straight away, I just knew that I just needed to get a good start, put my head down, and try and build as much of a gap as I could to the likes of Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan was on fire tonight. Him and Dougie were doing 144s at one point. Obviously, you were at the front with no draft. Draft wasn't super powerful tonight, but I guess it would have helped a little bit of a couple of tenths at least for those boys. 144.741 was the fastest lap by Cox tonight, and that was probably about 2/3 of the race through. How did the fuel strategy and everything like that work out? Was no issues. I mean, once you're at front, you pretty much had control of it. You could do whatever you wanted.
Yeah, it's about right. I mean, in those kind of situations or that kind of situation there, the race kind of comes to you. There's not really much I can do. I just knew that I wanted to run the car out as loud as I could, pit as late as I could. There was no fuel saving or anything going on. I just had clear air to just put my head down and just try and do qualifying laps and show my pace and just overall try and win the race in that first stint is what kind of my focus was. And then after the pit stop, I mean, I knew we were all just going to come to the pit at the same time. And after the pit stop, I just calmed it down a bit and just bring it home to the end and made sure I secured the win.
You did well, mate. You secured the number 1 spot nicely and with cracking pace as well. I hope it wasn't too boring in the end. I know you got to go through the motions when you're like that, and you just got to keep the focus down and head down, bum up. Have you qualified for the 80NN now? I think you might have.
I'm not sure, but I will be doing next week. So I'm not sure how the qualifiers for AOWN works anyways, since I'm a past champion. But
Yeah.
I think I'm quite far away, to be honest. I don't think it is doable, but I'm not sure how qualifications for AOWN works. So if
you
I
are
can make my
sitting
win, that'd be cool.
587 points. Go back up to the other screen for us.
He's 23rd position at the moment, yeah. Before going into this race, Bob.
Oh, no. Actually, it's depending on what the points. The cutoff at the moment is 597. Go back. What's he on at the moment?
He was
before
on, going
race?
into this race. Marcus Watson's on 455, it looks
455.
Yep.
So you get some mega points tonight. So you might be maybe about 50 points off.
Well, you finish ahead of Dean.
It depends on how you go.
Cam, Callum, and everybody else essentially. Yeah, in the second race.
So you've got yourself in a pretty good spot. I think you might be just on the edge, and depending on how you go next week, might get you through and over the line. So we'll see how that goes. And it's going to be a cracker tonight. But congratulations, mate, on another podium. You come back after missing a few rounds, and the pace has been good. The boys and rounds, you've been battling like crazy. But who gets Mr. Marcus Watson out on track and supports your racing?
Obviously, firstly, I'd just like to thank all my friends and family and PCD Racing and SRW Motorsports and the two of yous for the amazing broadcast.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations. Good to see the pace. Good to see the fun out there.
Marcus,
it's always a pleasure
I think of your pace, and a solid result in Daytona. You can sit back and go, "Hey, I might make it." I think that's what you. That's what you should.
Yeah, I reckon it's good.
I think you should be striving for that for sure, Marcus. I mean, so
I'm pretty confident.
Yeah.
All right. He's trying to be humble at the moment, Dean Biggles. He's trying to be humble at the moment, but I know Marcus. He's a hot racer, and he backs himself all the way through. And I know that deep down he knows he can make it. And if he does get out there, he's in a good shot with the rest of these boys as well. I think we've got some boys that are in a really good form at the moment, at the right time of the season for the Australian Open World Nationals. So it's going to be cool. Next week we'll do the draw. So we'll release that on Wednesday night so everyone can see it. And then the race will be the following Sunday. So it's going to be an absolute cracker. We are not too far away for the final run of the season. But Mr. Watson, thank you very much, mate, on a cracking drive tonight. Good to see the pace out there. And good luck next week, mate. And hopefully we'll see you up in the chat room again.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
Take care, brother. There you go, ladies and gents. Biggles, what a cracker. That is the penultimate round 8 of the Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit for the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championships, brought to you by SRW TV and myself and my cohort, Mr. Dean Biggles Hopton, that joins us every week. Next week, we are in for a 1-hour enduro Daytona road course. Look out, because that's going to be a lot of drafting and a lot of pace on that track. Going to be a lot of fun, and the title fight will go down to the wire with some people in the Pro-Ams. I think the Pros title is pretty much in the bag by the new SRW signing. But, mate, thank you for joining me tonight. Any final words out there for the viewers and the drivers?
All I could say is bring on Daytona.
Yeah.
Stevie, we're going over the
one
Florida,
more
mate.
round.
We're heading over Florida. You got your suntan lotion and it's actually pretty cold in Daytona at the moment, mate. But turn on the virtual one.
It's going to be a bit cold now. I'm growing a beard at the moment, mate. I look a bit like Santa, so it's going to keep my face warm. It's going to be all good.
Stevie.
So we are definitely looking like Santa at the moment. Round 9, Daytona Road Course. I can't believe it's the final round of the year for the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship. Thank you to all the viewers out there that support us every Wednesday night and join these drivers for some spectacular racing. If you're out there, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification button. Make sure you come and see us. It doesn't cost you any money. Just hit it. Share it with your friends. Let these boys be the spectacle that they deserve. Let people get their eyes on this racing, because they do a cracking job week in, week out. Thank you very much to all our supporters out there, our stream sponsors, with Shun Scenery for your for your Flight Simulator 3D graphics Get a hold of those boys. Night Shift Apparel for supporting the stream. Grib Industries for the home of the VA coffee table, but not just VA coffee tables anymore. This lad is doing amazing work. Andrew is doing Ferrari engines, Mustang, Ferrari engines, Jag engines, McLaren engines. He's doing all sorts of amazing stuff. So reach out to him if you want that special something for your special home. Get out there and support Phoenix Driver Development if you're into the V8 supercars. They are amazing at the Gen 3 and Gen 2 cars, and they will be able to supply you with setups, training one-on-one or in the group format. Reach out to Laz or Leonage in Facebook and get a hold of those boys for some tutorials and setups as well. And a special thank you to Warren Brown Tools for supporting us from day dot, keeping the doors open, and we love what they do for us and for all our supporters. And thank you very much for MOZA Racing for supporting us for 2025. It's been an absolute pleasure to call the series the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship. Hopefully they stick around with us, but they're spending a lot of money overseas. We'll keep our fingers crossed. See how that conversation goes. Thank you, Biggles. Thank you, viewers. See you all tomorrow night at the same time for the Warren and Brown GR86 Nationals. And then Sunday night, we will be doing the GT3s, and then we will hit the final round for all of our series for 2025. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for coming out and have a chinwag. See you all tomorrow night.